Shabbat Shalom. Let me drop the link. Shalom, Sister Asin, Brother Devion. Thank you. Trip D, Shalom, Mount Jeremiah. Yeah. Hey, did you guys see HOK on the Coliseum, man? Yo, dudes was wild, and bro. Like thank you, Sister Asin. That's my newest one. I gotta get more. That was called Zero Shadi. I gotta actually we were gonna name Kaminari that, but I liked Kaminari the way it sounded. I was like, this is hard. But you're putting the link down. So we have a little lesson. I think we're gonna be dealing with. I think I know this Psalm 109, but I think Jeremiah said that it's also in Psalm 105 too, and also witchcraft, which our people love witchcraft and Satan. All that listen, witchcraft again, and it's Shalom, brother Absalom. Shalom, brother. Absalom was there. He saw it. Dudes was like talking to me like, you think you're better than everyone. Oh, Psalms 107. Okay, my bad, Jeremiah. Okay, let me get to that. Let me pull the scripture up real quick. So when you guys get on. And let me talking to you guys get on here. So I was on HOK in the Coliseum, remember, right? And you know when I go over there, like Negroes get triggered. Shout out to Dumbo, he gets triggered too, right? Because I said, and the scriptures say this: my people are stupid. They are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Right? It didn't say, yo, my people are great. They're just intellectually killing everybody. No, it don't say that. It says my people are stupid. They have not known me. They are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. It means they're not educated. They are not intellectually sound. It says this Torah shall be your wisdom in the sight of the nations, not witchcraft, not following Jabari, not being a cult member. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, Yaakov. Yeah, I know. Like, dude was like, man, I'll knock that. Let me stop. He was over here eating crabs, shrimp, pork, crabs. Like, bruh, not listen. This is my Shabbat. I'm telling you right now. Like the Camp brothers, I get it. I fully understand. Those brothers are like disciplined because you know our people are extremely wicked, right? Extremely. That's why some camp dudes come to the camps with the heat. With the blicky, because they know our people are ignorant. You have to lay somebody down and go to jail because our people are stupid. They don't listen, right? They like witchcraft, you know, tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. This is all they, you know, it's like, come on, man. Like, what are you talking about? And they're so brainwashed. But when anybody comes over with anything different than what they've been brainwashed to listen to, automatically, you're unlearned, even though I speak multiple languages. Right? I'm unlearned. I could, you know, speak about geopolitics, history, whatever, but I'm unlearned. These dudes just listen to Jabari and these other people who ain't teaching them nothing that could benefit them in nothing, right? So you know, and just real quick, did y'all hear when Sadler said we need to throw away the Bible and the Quran?
Hey, Shalom. Yeah, I heard it.
Now I was like, well, if that's the case, then we should not go to school then. And everybody in the chat was like, what? Wait. So we're gonna keep going to the European schools, learning a Germanic language and a white European curriculum, but we're going to throw away the only remedy for our illness. He is never going to debate. Abson.
Right.
He's one to talk that gangster stuff. I'm like, bro. Oh,
But
go
I
ahead,
mean,
Devion.
my bad. But I mean, too, he kept saying, well, what are we then? Well, he was like, put all that aside. He was like, put the Bible aside, Christianity, Muslim, whatever, right? He said, well, what are we? And they kept saying African American, right? But you want to throw, right, which is not a nationality. It's really like a classification of different peoples, right? We didn't call ourselves no African American. We're Israelites. So when we say Israelites our nationality, and they say, well, what do we call ourselves? Well, what do you mean? And it also says too that mankind will like Israel's memory will cease from mankind. So no, that's why he was asking, well, what do we call ourselves? Well,
That's what I'm saying.
Israelites.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, but I'm taking it like a step further. If we're gonna throw away that, let's throw away going to school, throw away English, right? Because if you speak English, then you're still bound to white people.
Right.
And so if we're gonna throw away everything, let's throw away everything. Nikes gotta go. Cigarettes, alcohol gotta go.
Right. YouTube.
Benzes, YouTube gotta go. Computers gotta go. It has to go. American clothing gotta go. Living in America gotta go. Can't move to Africa because the Christians and Muslims over there. So we gotta find some piece of land where there's nobody. Live there. Remember, we can't speak English because that gotta go. So we gotta like start over, right? And we get attacked. We gotta let them attack us because we can't read books and stuff, whatever. So whatever anyone attack us and put us in slavery, it is what it is. That's what we chose to be. We're not trying to do better. We're trying to let it go. So then listen to this, Devion. When they were saying like Dr. Reggie was there, who I respect immensely, right? But he keeps saying that this is religion, right? And I showed y'all that this Marxism, this is small hat talking points. They infiltrated, not even infiltrated, they enlisted so-called blacks to work up under them to teach atheism, to give you no hope. Like literally these guys are, so in other words, if you have no hope or faith, you're comfortable in your slavery because you're literally property of the British monarchy. That's why we have a birth certificate. When they sign your name in all capital, you know, I forgot what it is. I think it's like every person is like $7,500. It might be like a little bit more, but you're like literally like boat property, ship cargo.
Yep, it's British maritime law.
Thank you, British maritime law. So when you go to court and there's a flag there with the golden fringes, that's literally saying you're in a court for British maritime law, as if you're like boat cargo, ship cargo. There's no way to get around that. Your property. So do you remember yesterday? Remember the video? Was it you that showed me the Nigerian lady when she was calling us dogs and calling us slaves?
No, that wasn't me, but I was watching it live though.
Well, you remember that lady saying that Nigerian lady saying that, right?
Yeah.
She called us dogs, slaves,
Yeah,
said
slave.
you're just Negroes.
Thanks.
So this is how the world perceives it. It doesn't matter all this African love and all that old crazy, bugged out, spaced out witchcraft. Them people don't love you. You heard what that lady said. Even the word akata and all this wouldn't even exist. Shalom, Sister FSK. She called us dogs and slaves. You think she's the only African that thinks like that?
Right. I saw a video where this African dude was working at some restaurant, and I think a brother walked up to him and called him a nigga, and he got mad, walked from behind the counter. He was like, "I ain't no nigga." He's like, "I'm not a nigga. Well, I'm not a nigga." He's like, "I'm African."
See,
I was trying to find it.
We need to unify. Unify. They hate your guts. What you mean unify? How you gonna unify with the people that hate you and sold your ancestors? That don't make no sense. But you know what's crazy is, so we're over there. My wife's laughing, and they're like, "Oh, you're emotional." Even Paquash is like, "You guys are proving Judah right." It's like, this is what cult followers, religious people do. They don't have any common sense. So we start talking to them, they start getting emotional because their cognitive abilities are so low that listen, they were literally saying to me, like, they're trying to like preach to me. Like, first off, don't talk to me, talk to yourself, talk to your kids about them thinking, about their self-esteem. Because I have self-esteem and I know who I am, I know what I am, I think that I'm better. They're like, you in Japan. Okay, so what are you saying? Like, Japanese people are superior to white people? Like, I don't get it. Like, what does that even mean? Like, there's a lot of black people here, like so-called blacks, and there's way more Africans than there are so-called Negroes in Japan. So, like, what does bringing up Japan even mean? Yeah, I know. She was like, they're so triggered. You know why? Because whenever they hear anything new other than the brainwashing, right? They hear that old, these catchwords, African spirituality, whatever. It makes that's a sermon, bro. When you go to church and the preacher's preaching a sermon, he's not there enlightening you or elevating your consciousness and intelligence. No, he's making you feel good. And that's what these other dudes are doing. They're coming in, and instead of preaching Jesus, they come in with a whole new religion. What's going on, Neil? This is one of the brothers that I kind of got into it. Go ahead, Neil.
All right, so only thing, Judah, I want to say, like I said at the very ending, was I respect all of y'all beliefs, everybody's mind included. But I know we look alike. Me and you look alike. If we was in the market somewhere and people would see us from the outside, people they'd be like, those two might be of the same culture. So this is what I say to that. As people, me, you, the Christian, I see a lot of the white people that look alike can do it. Why we can't do that? Like, let me be Kemetic. Let me let you be Hebrew. Not let you, because I don't run you. Do you. But why we can't take the trash out, make sure our block is clean together? Why we can't do some economic stuff? Because we look alike. That's all I'm trying to do. All that other stuff, I get it. Sometimes my emotions override my intellect. That's the human imperfection, But as far as why do we have to make everybody dictate like our way or the highway? That's why we can't get along as people.
You know what? I'm going to agree with you, Neil. You know what? Because there was a few years ago where I was so nationalistic, Israelite nationalistic, that I was like, if you came on a slave trade, you an Israelite.
Yeah.
And I began to realize that, like, there were other people that went into slavery too.
Yeah,
so
it's true. Yes.
Okay. So look, you might be right, brother. Like, listen, you might really be an Egyptian, brother, or you might be
okay.
Right. Yeah. So I agree with you.
And I can rock with you. I mean, do what you got to do every day. Hey, this trash got to go to the trash to make his area clean. So when you have I don't know the names of the house, when you need to do your stuff, your area's clean. Neil did that. I got a little good energy right there from the creator. That's it, man. I don't want to look at you as my creator. I don't want you looking at me as your creator. But let's work as in unity, because these other people are looking at us as the same people. We might as well do something, because they'll beat you up and leave me over here and say, "Oh, don't worry about it. He ain't your brother." As soon as they finish beating you up, guess what they coming to beat up next?
No, I hear you, brother. Listen, I get it. No, I get it. I'm not saying every so-called, I'm gonna use the word black. I'm not saying that every black person is an Israelite. I used to say that all the time, but now I realize, like, oh man, like that's probably erroneous. Like, every black person that came into slave trade is not an Israelite. If it's in your real heart, in your spirit, that you're an Egyptian, you might really be. You might be. I believe in epigenetics.
Okay. Or I could be a convert. I don't have a problem with it. I like what I seen, I chose. Boom. But I'm not choosing to say, so I'm this, you're lower, you're that. No, that's what you're doing. And at the end, I truly believe, because the earth, and this is only belief, I don't know, I'm just sharing my belief. The earth is like a sand grain. I learned this from an Islamic person told me this, but this is neither there about Islam, but that it's like a sand grain in comparison to this universe. So that which is behind this universe, the motivator or the creator of the universe, we call Yahweh, God, Atum, Nun, these different names, whatever. That is going to be the determination of what happens to Neil, to whatever happens to Judah. So if you're in alignment with that, bro, I just say more power too. And that's what I would want for anybody, because I know good, if you give out that type of energy, comes back that way. I believe. That's just belief.
No, listen, brother. All that we did today, it ain't about nothing, right?
It
At
was.
the end of the
It
day,
was.
you
You my
know, I
homie,
mean,
dude.
I'm gonna help you before I help
All
other
right,
people.
man.
That's all I'm saying.
Vice versa, all day. That's real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So yes.
Courtney said, were Egyptians taken in the slave trade though?
Well, I would say this is where it gets really tricky. Okay, so when we deal with Egypt, we now you know Egypt before it was in Egypt, Kaseti and Nubia and all that, where the Cusco stone was found with the white hedge crown, the Otis crown, or the
Yes.
southern crown of Egypt. Okay, so as we go back through there, then I think Brother Reggie or either the brother what's the Jonathan Owens, they had showed where in the South African caves they had certain like the white hedge crown had been around for a while, but more importantly the Sahara was not always a desert. As we know, it used to be an aquatic area. They even found whale bones like it was an ocean out there. So it was times when people migrated back and forth. Now, did they change? And this is my question to you too, dude. I want to ask all people this. If you and a white person have a baby, that baby, or me and a white or Asian person, the baby itself has every, I don't want to disrespect that child and be like, oh, you're retarded just because you're not from this culture. That child has it can do everything me and you can do. So we all one people is what I'm trying to, I believe, and the creator is the greatest factor in the denominator. That's what, and if we all look towards that and try to energize that, we'll be a better people. We know a lot of people don't feel that way because they're in cultures, which is the root word of cult. Cult is the root word of culture. So they have their own feeling about this, like gang banging. Crips don't like blood. Someday we got to just figure it out, man. Hey, man, we all on this ball, this rock. Let's do the best we can while we're here and then transcend.
My bad. I was trying to answer back. Shalom, brother. Tribulation. Listen, brother. I get what you're saying, right? But it got a little like heated up in there or whatever. But you got to realize too, brother. There was like a bunch of people. Remember, I'm new to the HOK, so
Okay.
I'm coming with like information that people don't really hear, and to them it sounds crazy. They're like, what?
Okay.
Like,
yeah,
we're gods. What?
yeah.
They're into all types of stuff or whatever. So I get it, and I don't get triggered by it. Like, I've been doing this for like 30 years, whatever, right? So
Okay.
right. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I'm not. Listen, I came over to HOK to be the bad guy. I didn't come there to start a cult. And I say that I only mean in information and debating. I'm not trying to create no enemies. I'm not there talking about no one's family or doing
That's
no
real,
crazy
bro.
stuff.
That's real.
I'm talking about information only.
Yeah,
Like,
you're right.
that's it.
So you know what? One day, what I'm going to do, Judah, because I love that energy right there. That's the type of person I can just shut up whenever you got to talk, whatever, because I want to be able to bring out information. So with that being said, I want to understand. I would like to understand. You didn't say this. I think the other brother said this. That that JPEF was not the European. He was like the East Asian or something.
Esau.
Okay, and he said Esau was the white man.
Yes, but not only Esau. There's others that are Edomites too. But yeah.
Okay, and so science, like when we dealing with science, I don't know. We want to call the white man science. Western world, when we go to science class here in science, or just Western Christianity, Judaism. Let's say that, not Israelites. That they teach in their Strong's Concordance, for what I was reading, that it was a 3-pronged. Like 8 people got on the boat. You had Noah, Ham, Shem, Japheth, all their wives, total of 8. When they got off the boat, Ham went to Africa and the Africans and all of the black people of Africa. Shem went to the Middle East and Japheth went north where the Gentile lands were. But the other brothers corrected me. He said, no, Japheth was actually the East Asia, but it don't say that in the Strong. So I'm trying to figure where's that coming from.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was Israel Doctrine, the brother with the big white beard.
No, it was what's his name? Bakwash?
Oh, Bakwash. No, he said white people were Edomites. That's his doctrine.
Yeah, and he said that the Japheths were the East Asians.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Remember, I've never heard that. That's what I'm trying to ask you. Now, let me come back down to ask you this. So I'm trying to ask you, as a scholar learned in Hebrewism or Israelitism, what does that mean when the Western world lying there for a political purpose? Because I looked through the whole Strong's and it said Japheth specifically was the white people.
Yeah, they had that wrong. Let's make an example, right?
Okay.
Have you heard of like Uzbekistan or Uzbekistan and
yes,
like near Russia and all that? No,
Eastern
like Russians are like
Eastern Europe.
Yeah, but they're mixed. They're like a white Asian
Yeah.
Because remember, Asian people make up a huge population of the earth. That's your Japheth.
Okay.
But so right, certain people always tend to leave out Asian people. Like, who are they? No, some of them are Hamites. Like, give you like the Chinese. The Chinese are this group called the Sionites.
Okay.
Right? And they still go by their old ancient so we say Canaanites. There was more than more. There were more than just Canaanites. But Chinese were like nation. They weren't called Canaanites. They're called Sionites. But yeah, man. So Japheth is they mix. There's a lot of mixing between Japheth, Edom. I mean, we're mixed. We have African or Hamite blood in us.
Yeah. And Judy, one thing to show us that I always had the feeling that you went to Japan, but you're originally from the States.
Yeah, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and upstate New York.
Come on, I'm from Detroit, so we found like right there. Come on, man. Oh man, we used to go to Cedar Point come on, man. Oh man, Ohio.
Yeah.
Oh, come on now.
So I got my family, the Bergens, Burgan. If you ever see them, they're a big in Detroit. Bergen family.
Okay, because I'm in LA now. I've been out here like 30, 40 years. But yeah, that's why I was born in Detroit. But my point was this then. Okay, so as a kid in Detroit, when I first 1970, I was born like in between 70 and I would say 77. My mother used to tell me most Black Americans, we suffered. If you mix with two that had the trait, then the baby would be sickle cell anemia. You ever heard that?
I never heard that, but I never heard that, but yeah.
Okay, well that's how we were taught back. And my mother said you can marry a lady, but as long as she doesn't have, because you have the trait. And this trait, when I looked it back, and it was just common sense, not common sense, common knowledge or information at the time that it was a West African distinct disease called sickle cell. And most African Americans shared it, and if they was to mix and one had it and one had the trait, then the baby would be an actual carrier. This was all through the 70s as growing up. I'm 54. Me and you about the same age, or you a little older or younger?
Yeah, I'm only 49. Well, not only, I'm 49. Basically, I just turned 49, but that's 50.
Oh, yeah. So maybe it was a couple of years off the porch that I got off the porch and I was here and you were still on the porch. But this was a thing. You can look this up in American Black Health. They used to say Black Americans, we had like whites had skin cancers, like was a major thing for them. Well, sickle cell was a major thing for us. And it was related to the West African, Y0RUBA, like how Chief X talks about our West African connections. All those tribes, most of those people, they carry sickle cell. And it's found nowhere else on the earth in the majority, but in West Africa, and African Americans make up the most of it in America. So that was showing us a sickness that connected us to them people.
Yeah, a sister said, she said it's supposedly an evolutionary response to mosquito-caused disease.
Yep, she's right. She's right. Yep.
And Courtney said, yes, if both have the traits, then it increases the chances of the kids having full sickle cell.
See, so and this is just what I was hearing as a kid, people talking about, and they're bringing it just what probably is coming out of a medical book they're reading. But yeah, but anyway, yeah, man, we gotta do I wish you could do this over there. You could have it where maybe, I don't know if we need to pay to do it, but maybe we can learn something that'll help each and every one of the people that's believing whatever belief that can help them in society, like maybe some math or something. And then once we start there, we can find common ground on stuff. The possibilities are endless. But we need to I would love to see law there, different Muslim, different type of perspective, but all learning calculus or something. And we teach and building and constructing something that's meaningful. We can pass down to our kids. I learned this from Brother Judah today. 12 plus 18 divided into, you know what I'm saying? Something we can use, bro.
Yeah. You see me? I was on HOK and I did a lesson on noetics and psychology. And it started talking about science. And then you know what happened? People started getting triggered. It started getting triggered. Oh man, you just calling our people stupid. I'm like, man, like, come on, man. Like everything I say, they just get emotional. I'm like, I didn't call us all stupid. We have geniuses. Yeah. I even brought up a lot of the medical tools and things we have today were invented by our people.
True. Yeah,
right?
True.
I ain't talking about entertainment. I'm talking about intellect, like inventions.
Yeah. Even wait, Joe, real quick. You heard of what is it called when you have a baby, cesarean baby? That was a West Africans. They were using palm wine, putting them to sleep, and they, in West Africa, they did a lot of metallurgy. I'm trying to say the word right. Metallurgy, I believe.
Yeah, metallurgy. Yeah.
Yeah, and they would make knives, double-edged axes for like Shango and the Yoruba tribes and all that. They was doing bronze casting. So a lot of those people were just, and the huts was something like being in Tahiti, where it's hot all summer. They were wearing shorts because it's like being on in the tropics. I learned the word jungle comes from the East Indian word jangali, which means a plain, a barren plain. So they were living in tropics, not jungles in Africa. It's just
I know.
I know.
Listen, a lot of people think because I'm an Israelite, like I'm like I have hatred for like whatever. Now I ain't gonna lie. The people that is because we get a lot of hate. Like you know, I live around Africans and they really do hate our people. Like they're not all of them. Cameroonians, good people, very warm, cool people. But there are certain people that when you hear, oh, you black American, they like literally just won't deal with you at all, right?
Nigeria.
I still don't show no hate.
A lot of Nigerians. You right?
Yeah. And Senegalese or whatever. But listen, I still don't show no hate because I'm like, you know what? Our scripture says this is what happened. But I will say that they have a preconceived notion of what black Americans are like.
Yeah.
But when they see that, you know, that we are, you know, here in Japan too, the brothers and sisters here in Japan, they're doing well. They own businesses. We're not going to jail. Yes. You know, when we get away from them Europeans, we do better.
I believe you. You're right. And another thing about that, we as African Americans outshine in most things in the athletical world. And, you know, I mean, it's just like they can't understand how we danced and all this, that. It's something about us, our experience in America that made us a different, like, I don't know, not a different, but just a cultural unity that we have that nobody has. I don't think we downplay our cultural unities because we're cold people if we really put our mind and spirits to it.
Thank you, brother. Wait, you said what I'm saying. What I said on the HOK the other my presentation. I did a presentation on IQ. Now I like to troll because sometimes you have to like troll, have a trolly title to like grab attention, right? Okay. So and it worked. I put the title was Judas asks why is the black IQ so low? Now that's just a troll. That's to get people kind of like triggered or whatever. I know how to troll, right? Okay. So but once I started like going into it. I'm showing like, yo, like, you know, we have, you know, I don't use the word black, but we have black geniuses, but they get overshadowed and overlooked. You know, the white man would like erase their name and take credit for our inventions. You know, we're so influential throughout the world. There are Japanese people here, like Japanese young men that wear do-rags. Wow. Why are they wearing do-rags? They can't grow a wave.
Exactly. Right. Low riders.
Yeah. No, facts, bro. They throwing up gang signs, which now I don't like that type of stuff, whatever, right? Yeah. But they don't really see. That's where it is. Like we have so much positive contributions to the planet that gets overlooked for the negative. True. And all I was saying was, I said the exact same thing you said. I was like, look, we need to pass down these gems to to the younger generation so they have a chance in life. Because right now all they got is King Von, who's rest in peace, the young brother, drill rap. You know, these things that the enemy is like pushing on our people and trying to like normalize it to the point where like we're seeing our young brothers slaughtering each other every day in the street, and we're like desensitized to it to an extent. Let's not, you know, years ago when we heard about a brother getting slandered or a sister getting shot, we would be like, it would hurt our heart. Now we hear it so much, we're like desensitized to it. Like, oh, just another rapper got killed. Oh, well, you know,
it's real because it's a different world. We got to remember, I grew up under Public Enemy, X-Clan, Paris, Rakim. These guys were on some positive music. They said that they had to create NWA with Jerry curls and nigga this, nigga that. Jerry Heller, white Jew, you know Jerry Heller. They looked specifically for a group that would say the N-word as many times as they could say it in a rap. And they found NWA, and that was the turning point of conscious rap into gangster rap.
And look how fast it was. Do you remember remember Fight the Power? That was like the last. Like you still had Brand Nubian in them or whatever, but remember Fight the Power was like on the charts. Then all of a sudden, like, you know,
niggas with attitudes.
Like what the heck? Like how this gets, you know?
That's real. Hey, brother, man, stay strong, bro. Look, I got to get off, man. Much love, bro. And we will talk again. But I want to pose a challenge to you. You give me a book to read. I'm gonna go look it up and read that book. I want to leave you with a book called wait a minute. Let me grab it. I was showing books tonight. I know you saw me putting the books up, but it's called The Pale Fox.
The Pale Fox.
Yeah, it's about the Dogon tribe when the French went over there and studied with them for 20 years and only made it to the clear word. They couldn't go so far up the stages of the teaching, but they showed them a lot of various things. And the book itself, you know how they say a movie can't, so I can't even explain. You have to read the book itself.
All right, let me write this down. Hold on.
Okay.
That's all I do. That's all we do is read and study. Wait, The Pale Fox.
Oh, wow. Because I've been, man, I did so much. I read so many books. I ain't gonna lie. Dr. Ben.
Hey, listen, I'm not going to front. They did, the doggone people definitely had an advanced knowledge, especially of Sirius B. That you didn't even have
Sirius C. Sirius C. Don't forget Sirius C.
Yeah.
And they haven't even seen it yet. The telescopes at NASA, but they trust the Dogon know what they're talking about because they showed them Sirius B.
Yeah.
So,
listen, I'm very familiar with that. But hey, wait, brother, come on, brother. What's up with those crab legs, brother? Come on, brother.
I know. I'm leaving it alone. That's what started it. But hey, you know what? It's a weird world. Let me say one thing. I know you heard of MacGyver. That's a little bit before your time. Maybe not.
Yeah, no, I read the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say certain things that were strange to the commoners. He would do extraordinary stuff. For instance, I was watching the show. Google and find out. They said cockroach milk is more potent than cow milk. I've never ate cockroach in my life. You know what I'm saying? I detest that. But there's certain people and then there's different stuff. So I'm not saying that it's good to do, but it's just something that's weird how we were raised in America on the diet we were raised on as opposed to the whole world. Certain other people in other worlds, and they live long. I don't know. It's a good thing.
Cockroach milk. Wait, but I didn't
Yeah.
But not,
okay. Now watch. Ain't that funny? That's funny. That is so funny. Watch this. It's in Asia. I'm gonna find it, Judah. That's my challenge. Challenge when I see it is so funny to me too, because I was like, and my brain's just like, but I'm trying to be universal. My dad used to say, I'll try one thing. He used to say, I'll try something one time or something like that. I forgot he used to say it though. But he said,
Neil, are you a comedian, brother? Come on. He said roach milk.
It just, I know how it sounds. I'm gonna bring it to you because I'm all about information. Blank what I'm saying. I'm gonna find it out, and then we can even research it ourselves. You know, another thing we did before I let you go, I gotta say this. Brother Ankh, me and Brother Ankh was on the web looking up child marriages. Now I wanted to know because I know they were saying like marrying in Hebrew society sometimes like 13 and 14 is okay to have, marry the girl or whatever, and Muhammad them had it at 6 or 8. Which was kind of, it was showing us that this needs to we need to bring forward some type of modern day thought on that. Like that shouldn't be cool because they said these girls were being destroyed physically where they could never have babies when they grew up and all this. I was wondering, was African society, what age was the right, the age to marry to? Because maybe all the old society was Stone Age mentality. I mean, 13-year-old with a 40-year-old and a 6, that was kind of weird to me.
That's crazy. Yeah, and the Torah, it's 20.
Okay, see, because even today they got child marriage in America. If you go to the child marriage, it was over 235,000 child marriages last year.
What?
Yeah, this is what the subject we need to get into. Why are they still? And they're claiming that Mary was 14 or 16 when she had Jesus. That Aisha was consolidated to Muhammad, consummated their marriage at 8. That's some sick stuff.
Yeah, that's bugged out. And
they're still doing it in the name of these religions, marrying them off. Like in the Christian, they had child marriages. In Islam, they had. I don't know if the Jews had it either, but I do know
we didn't have that. But
but
those people that you know what I'm talking about, the J people.
Oh yeah, they do. They do.
Well, they have a book where they talk about it's okay, it's lawful to mess. You know what I'm talking about with 3-year-old girls.
Yeah, with 3. Oh, come on, bro.
That's not us.
Yeah.
We over here like, man, what in the world? Like, I got 4 kids.
Man,
like, man, don't come on, man.
You're right.
Like, that's bugged out.
Brother.
You got some brothers that subscribe to that though.
Yeah,
yes,
like what was that? TMS West. They was like, we're gonna be raping them or 13 or 12. I was looking at one show with him and Polite. They was arguing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna be raping them at 9 years old." And as soon as we,
Did you hear the one? Do you hear the one where Polite was like, he was like, so he was like, if you have a young daughter and one of your
yeah,
group members wants to, and he said, yeah.
he said yes.
I'm like, what in the world?
So man, this is a wild situation. That's what. Then I see the Dr. York thing. I'm like, then in my mind, all my studies, I never looked into what is indigenous Africans' understanding of marriage, because I want to see were we behind in times Bone Age area. You see what I'm saying? Like Yoruba, oh, you can be 7 years. You know, I want to know.
Yes.
I
Hey,
don't
but Neil,
want to jump in.
Aston said ancient Cometians also engaged in teen marriages.
It says that.
That's she. I don't know. She didn't source it, but I mean, she threw it up there.
It's possible then. So yeah, I need to get my studies on. And that doesn't mean you can't bring forth, because to be honest, if you look up, you said 20, right? You said 20, but I'm pretty sure if you look up they were saying in the, maybe it's the J people than the Jewish, but they was like 14, 16.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I mean, that was in America too.
Yeah, and I'm thinking all of them, even China, they practice child marriage. And in our age now that we know the medical situations where you can hurt a woman, you can make her not be this, that, and the third, that we need to bring forth religion to modern science. I mean, some of the stuff they saying in all of the books may be outdated and they needed to revamp.
Well, that's what I do though. I merge, right? Because like Dr. Virgin keeps saying, religion. I don't find anything wrong with religion. I think that religion is cultural.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? It kind of keeps, it should keep people kind of in check with certain things or whatever. I have no problem with religion.
Yeah.
But I'm not religious. I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but like I'm not religious. I like to approach the Torah from a nationalistic and scientific, linguistic, historical standpoint.
Okay.
Sister has a source here. She said the source is www.shorthistory.org, ancient civilization, ancient Egyptian marriage, and ancient Kemet. If you go into the YouTube, you can probably pull that up.
Oh, well, you know what? I know she ain't gonna just put that there. That's what it is then.
Okay.
Yeah, it probably and see, I would want to know the West African. That's really because even though that was a long time ago, they migrated across our immediate societies like Yoruba and all them. What were they practicing in marriage?
Oh,
because that's where they claim we directly came off the boats from the West to Virginia and so forth.
Okay.
That would be good.
Wait, she said usually from 16 to 20 for ancient Egyptian males and 13 for ancient Egyptian females. But you got to remember too, not that I'm saying, because the culture, because I don't know if you know this, but the average lifespan for men was, what is it, 25?
You're right. They were young. Yeah. You're right.
So
all of this stuff comes into play. The time, the climate, everything comes, the regions, everything comes into play. But at a certain point nowadays, we know if a 20-year-old, we live longer than that now. Now what? What's our average? Like 60?
Shoot, for black men?
Well, what would you? Oh, okay, what would you? Yeah, with all the drama.
You remember? Remember we're the same age range. So you remember we was lucky to make it past 21. So right now I don't know what. No, my wife laughing. That was real stuff. Like we were lucky to make it past 21 in like the 90s.
Wow.
You remember we were getting.
No, you're talking about when it was really on, especially LA with the colors and all. Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, we were lucky to make it past 21. So right now though, that's a good question. I have to look it up. What the black male and female average lifespan is.
I think we're doing better now.
I hope so.
Yeah, especially to what ancient, like when you were saying King Tut and all them guys, they lived to what you say was like average 25, 23, 25. They didn't have all the medical stuff either.
Yeah.
And probably people like Pharaoh or what would it be in Hebrew, like Pharisees, people that had power and money, they probably had the medicine and ointments, but everybody else, the average, I wonder what it would have been.
Yeah, but those Pharisees, and I mean, even those are some of our brothers that practiced that religion. They're like the Pharisees. Those were other people too. Remember, we started getting just like in Egypt. We also got conquered by the pale people.
Okay.
They took over our kingship, took over our priesthood. Right? So it was the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So it happened in Egypt. The same thing happened with the Israelites. We got conquered by them people.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I need your help on this verse too, Judah. Now, all this time. Now, nobody would. Okay, it's Isaiah. The book is Isaiah 19. The whole book. When you read the whole book, it says, "Hear, O Egypt, the prophecy against you will be like women in the street. Everything you do, your brother against brother, sister kingdom against king. That's all Africa fighting."
Well, really? I mean, they have the.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say because right now they have the African Union, and they're working. The African countries are working in unison with the European Union for technology, infrastructure.
Well, it did say that's you're proving. So when you go back a little further, like 400, 500 years ago, when Africa was just at war with itself, tribe against tribe, brother against brother, and all they do will come to naught. Then the Lord will smite and heal Egypt, and in that day Egypt will be first, a blessing in the midst. No, he says in that day Israel will be third, and a blessing in the midst of the Lord, whom the Lord of hosts shall bless, saying, "Blessed be Egypt, my people, Assyria, the work of my hand, and Israel, mine inheritance." This is in Isaiah 19:20-24. I'm looking at it in my head right now.
I'm there. I'm there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
if you match it up to Isaiah 11:11 and Isaiah 27:13,
okay,
it is referring to Israelites still in those lands. That's what I'm saying when people say Egypt, we have our people in Egypt. I have sources where we went to Egypt multiple times.
Okay.
Even during the Greek Ptolemy times where the whites were ruling over Egypt, we still was going in there into Egypt and building temples and stuff there.
Yeah.
So, but
Masonic, a lot of Masonics. Okay.
But it did say that in the later days that the Egyptians, like the actual real Egyptians, will come to the Most High. So, and the Torah says that we're not supposed to hate the Egyptians. That's why, right? We're not supposed to go around.
Beautiful. It's so it's no need for the bull crap of any type of just be and let it be. My thing too in that verse, please read the beginning, because in the beginning of it says, "I will set Egyptian against Egyptian, and everyone will fight his brother."
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
You see that part? That made me think, man, look at all of the tribes. They don't get along. I'm this tribe, that tribe, and they can't get now. But it said when they heal them, you're talking about the African. Now all this stuff is coming to you, see, like it's just like it's coming to par.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you, what do you think about like the African countries that are apologizing for their role in the slave trade?
That's a good one, because politically, like Ghana, I got a brother named Jay right now, J.J. Howard. He used to be a big promotion guy in Hollywood. He sold his businesses and everything. He moved to Ghana. He got a big house out there he's building. He got businesses out there he's starting. And it's just, they did give us that return. You know about Ghana, the 400, the door of no return. They changed the word N-O to K-N-O. Like, no, you can return. No, that you can return. Like that word, no. Not no, you can't return, but no, you can return. Yeah. So now we're returning. And stuff is, I think it's a lot to do with European strategy too. They might be wanting to move us over there to be less problem over here, and then to use us. It's a big chess game on this earth.
Listen, brother, I know. But listen, the only thing about Ghana is, and it's even Nigerians in them. They have this word they call us,
kata.
Kata, yes.
Cotton pickers.
And listen, I thought I was being a Pan-Africanist. I was into Pan-Africanism.
Okay.
Right. So am I like I knew I was an Israelite, but I still had that. I was really into Ethiopia and things like that. Right. I still am. I still really into Ethiopian stuff too. Right.
Okay.
Well, you might be into Egypt. I'm an Israelite, but I like Ethiopian history and culture.
I love it too. Hey, have you ever been to LA?
Yeah, my brothers and sisters there.
Okay, so you probably made it over here to Little Ethiopia. I go eat there every Sunday. It's right on Fairfax.
Yeah, they have great food. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. All right.
And they cool. The ones I met, I never met no bad Ethiopian people. They were always very friendly and nice. They're kind of shy, but they were always cool people.
That's true. That's them. Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool people. I mean, yeah, man. So don't
But Jay, wait, stay right there with that. I need you to keep that thought. What about the Eastern slave trade? That was the Ethiopians they was taking up there in Arabia, the Arabs. They call them Habish.
Oh, Habasha.
Yeah, they disrespect. I seen videos in Arabia where they whoop them. I'm talking about real whooping them with cords and stuff. and they got them as slaves. All the Ethiopians be complaining how they treat them in Dubai. It's a lot of stuff going on.
Wait. So are you saying the Habesha were doing the enslaving or the Arabs?
No, the Arabs were enslaving. I think that was a bad word. The Ethiopians don't like that word, Habasha.
Right. Yes.
That's
Oh,
almost like the N word on the west side.
Oh.
And they were enslaved. Remember before the African slavery, before Africans were enslaved in America or by the white man, the Arabs was enslaving the East Africans. So that ain't got nothing to do with Ghana, Nigeria. That's dealing with countries like Djibouti, Somalia, Egypt, Ethiopia, Nubia. All those places were being took over as slaves into the Middle East. What about that trade?
Wait, I didn't write that down. Wait, the Habesha were taken into slavery? Wait.
No, that's a good question. I don't want to say that the Habesha was taken into slavery. I want to say that they said that word was a bad word. As Habesha, I don't know if they're Oromo. It's different tribes in Ethiopia, as you know.
Yeah.
The Suri, Oromo. What is it? The most popular one that we get over here is what? I forgot their name.
The Falasha?
No, that's the Jewish sector of them. They're called the
Eritrean?
No, it's one of them. Man, what's they call them? Arish? No. Let me see 1 second. I can't get off the phone with you. No, I can't do it because I can do it on my TV.
Wait, what country? What country? I'll probably know what we're talking about.
Ethiopia. What are the people?
The Amhara. You have the of course Habesha. You have the Oromo, Eritrean. What's the other one?
They're the most known. They speak their language right now. It's the national language.
I think the most known are the Amhara.
Amhara. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
That you already got. You already know. Yep, the Amhara. So the Amhara,
What about them? What about them?
So anyway, I'm seeing that the Arabs, when you heard of the East African slave trade, that was way before the West African trade.
Yes.
And that was with direct Arabs coming all the way down the Kiswahili coast to Kenya, Zanzibar, all those places, taking those blacks back to the Middle East as slaves.
I didn't know that. I'm definitely that's definitely something I'm interested in. I study a little bit of Amharic.
I think they call it the sub-Saharan slave trade.
The sub-Saharan. Oh, okay. But that was way before. What would they call ours? The West Coast, the West African slave trade.
Wait, isn't ours the sub-Saharan Deviant?
That's what I thought.
Because they had the East slave trade too with the Arabs over there,
and that was thousands of years before Europe got in, or at least not thousands, maybe hundreds up to 1,000. That they were doing it like way before they taught basically the white man how to come in there. I'm not gonna say they taught, but they was way before them. And I know that. That's what they're saying. They're saying the Eastern slave trade was specifically to the Middle East, and they were taking them over there. I don't know what they would be building. I got to look those dates up and what was around at those times, because whatever was around, you best believe me, those newer people, those Nubian people, all those was the workers. The longest civil war on earth is in the Sudan, South Sudan versus the Arab Sudan.
Oh yeah, well, believe you me, we know. Shout out to sister. Y'all remember KK, y'all, the Sudanese sister? Yeah. Well, you know her people over the Arabs, and they treat the native Sudanese like crap.
Like crap. And so imagine this: what you said, how long they had to cultivate that, and then deal with Europe. You know, because we got to remember too, Columbus came supposedly because why? He was trying to get to India to get the spices, and the Muslims was taxing him up there in the Mediterranean. So he was looking to get to India the other way and bumped into the Americas, is what we're told.
Oh.
So what about what's going on politically at that time? See, we need to study them ages too. What are they talking about? Black on white? Is it a black and white issue at that time? Because there's a writer in Arabia. I don't know his name. I'm going to find out for you. But he wrote a book, The Superiority of Black Skin Over White Skin. He was one of their greatest philosophers in Arabian history.
Okay.
And he wrote a book.
Was he like a darker? Because you know Arab just means mixed. So you got pale Arabs.
Yeah, he would be. He
Arabs that look like us.
That one that looked like us. That's who he was. I'm gonna find out his whole hook. He got a book. He wrote that book way back then, and so it was all political going on up there. They were dealing with. I guess at some point over there in the Middle East, black became synonymous with like slave, like abid. The word abid.
Yeah.
Means slave in the Middle East and in East Africa.
Yeah. The Arabs still, they call all darker people Abu, Nabid. Yeah, it means slave or servant.
And this is all the history that the European, I would say, like you take a sponge, he sponged all that. Then he came with his Western. He went to the Ghana people and all them, and that history over there had already been going on. Now the kings of those places, like Portuguese, England, France, they had to have spies that's going to the Middle East and learning this stuff and bringing it back to the king. The kingdom, you got that's like CIA is today. Sir Lancelot and them, I guess. I don't know who they were. They had intel, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, go ahead, Damian.
No, I was gonna say it's not sub-Saharan. It's called trans-Saharan slave trade. But what
All
has
over
to
there.
the Arab Muslim slave
Okay.
trade.
Oh,
But
the
they also
trans.
they call it the trans-Saharan.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That makes sense because of the Sahara Desert.
Wait. Were they bringing them? Wait. So wait. Did you say they're taking? Oh, go ahead, Damian.
It said it was taking them to Middle Eastern. Hold on, because I was just looking at it. But it says the trans-Saharan slave trade was a network of trade routes that transported enslaved Africans from sub-Saharan Africa to markets in the north. I'm trying to get down to where it said they sent them to Middle Eastern countries. Middle Eastern countries and like some parts of the Mediterranean.
Now,
Mm.
It
Jay,
says the
imagine if you
trans.
seen your. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it said the trans-Saharan slave trade. Part of the Arab slave trade was a slave trade in which slaves were mainly transported across. Well, that's wiki.
Okay. While you reading that, Judah, I was gonna say, imagine they seen you, they'd be like, brother, they don't like you or me. You feel me? Don't you like? Could you imagine?
Yeah.
And then we don't need to be fighting. Just for the common good to live on earth. We need to, like African proverb says, each twig you can break easily, but a bundle of twigs is very hard to break, my friend.
Mm. Hey, I met a brother. I met a Saudi Arabian brother. He was a dark skin. He looked like a so-called Negro,
Yeah.
and he looked just like me. Like we look like brothers.
Wow.
And he was going away. This is in Nova Scotia, Canada. Me and my wife and baby moved there back in like 2012. And he was real cool, but Muslims. I'm not trying to talk crazy about Muslims or whatever, but they're like a lot more dedicated to their religion than to
a lot of people. That's just how they get out. You're right.
Yeah. Not even their nation, like their religion.
Yeah. Sort of like Nazism, like they believe their way or the highway.
Yeah. Or they treat the women like crap. Let me because I can get flagged for hate speech. But shout out to the Muslims out there.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, like, no hate speech.
None. So my whole point is this. Let me ask you this then, Judah. So we get the hieroglyphs. So we get Kemet. So we get we get in the old maps. We got South, which is the Zulu countries, or what you was talking about earlier. The oldest people on earth, what they call the Khoisan people. Okay,
Yeah.
Khoi or the Khoisan. So these people. Now that they used to have maps of the whole water and the land terrain. The South was actually the North, and the North was the South. Not meaning it was different, but the South was on top and the North was at the bottom. And the Nile River flows from south to north.
Yes, I knew that.
It's the longest river on earth. The deepest river on earth is the Congo River. So Africa holds the longest and the deepest life-giving waters on earth. The name that I was trying to get you to call earlier, you called Atum-Re, but before Atum, he comes from Nun. So it's Nun Atum-Re. Nun is the water or the waters. Chaotic
the primeval waters.
Yeah, okay. So that god Nun is older than Atum. So basically, from the waters, all living creatures must take water to live. Eventually, if it doesn't have it, it will die.
Oh, I was trying to see what Atum's family tree. I just want to see. Bear with me.
Okay.
This is gonna be like very cartoonish looking, but it's just okay. I just want to like so people can see. Hold on, y'all. We're getting to the lesson. Hold on, y'all. We got HOK fam over here, so we're building. Let's see. Wait, man, what the heck, man? Hold on, y'all. All right. So excuse the cartoonish looking thingy.
Okay.
Noon. Yeah, maybe you're right. Atum, Shu, Tefnut, Geb, Nut, Nephthys, Osiris, Isis, Set. Wait, Noon. I do know what you're
Well,
talking about.
yeah, because there's different trees too. You know that.
Yeah, there's two. There's the
Yeah.
Ogdode and the Anid.
Indeed. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, let's see what the Anid. Man, what the heck? Hold on. Ancient Kemet. Hold on, Debbie. We're gonna get there. Hold on, brother.
No, you good.
Is there any images? Maybe it's the Ogdode. Wait, hold on. Let me see.
You know that picture where the water's behind them and look like heavens, but they're floating on boats.
Yeah, shut up. I mean, let's put that. Is it? Wait. Is this? Wait. No, this is Gabin. Wait, let me just type in Noon.
Yeah. Okay.
The primeval Noon. Ancient Egypt. Okay, wait. Okay. This is am I sharing? Let me see. Okay,
Yeah, you shared. I was seeing it. You were.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know if this is a good source. It just says study.com. Noon is both the waters of creation and the personified deity associated with those waters. Depicted as a male, Noon is married to Naunet, a snake-headed goddess also associated with the oceans and the waters of creation. Noon and Naunet begat Ra, or Ra, the sun god, one of the most powerful and oldest gods of Egypt. Which is it? The Anid or the Anid or
that's deep. That's deep right there in itself, because like from water comes, and see that's in some of the meditations. Like the first element would be water. Like neurology is what is neurology? I'm gonna go study some stuff. I gotta go give me some studies on tonight. But I know a lot of that stuff, like the scalpel, the stethoscope, a lot of medical stuff, equipment comes from the temples of Kamambo in Kemet. They're on the wall. So they were doing surgery and listening to your heartbeat with the stethoscope way back then.
Oh, I see it. Look, it's the Ogdode. So it says Noon, the oldest of the ancient Egyptian gods, and father of Ra, the sun god. Noon's name means primeval waters, and he represented the waters of chaos out of which Re Atum began creation. Noon's quality.
Stop, please stop. Don't go no further, Jay, because that's what we got into it over. I was saying it's somebody before them. It's Noon. Because you were saying
you know what? You're right. I stand corrected.
If I don't get no moisture, if I ain't got no water, I can't live. If I gotta have the water before fire.
Yeah, I was only see, I was going by like the cult. Not when I say cult, I don't mean like cult. I'm saying like
most popular or whatever.
All right, so I see what you're saying. Look, well, they have new. Okay. The Duat with Kansu, the moon god. Okay. Where's Atum? Oh, they got Ptah. Wait. Where's Atum? Wait, I see Ptah here because there was two. Go up.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, where?
Atum, right there, right next to. Go down.
Oh, I see right there. Okay. Oh, they got. Wait, so they have Noon, Amun, all the way on down. Is this accurate? Because I know Amun with the double crown.
The chaotic water is where all things life on Earth comes from water. We know that, so that's scientific right there. It's not one life that we can name, is it, that doesn't need water to sustain itself?
Yeah. Well, even the Bible has that. The waters, the primeval waters.
Primevals, yep. But then we get into, if that's the case, and are you saying in your studies, in your divine revelation to yourself from the Creator, because I don't know what that is, I can't never say that's wrong, that it told you that Hebrew lettering, writing, language, alphabet, everything came before Metu Neter?
I would not say that it came before Metu Neter. No.
Okay.
Some people disagree. There's a camp called ISUPK. They teach.
I heard of it. Yep, they do. They teach. That's why I had to ask you. That's where I heard it before, and that's why I had to ask. But in all my studies, I've never heard it.
We're like a new people, so
okay.
Well, I'm saying the Israelites are a new people. We became a nation in Egypt. Like there were
Yeah.
no Israelites before we like Israel. There were Israel, but as a nation, we became a nation while in another nation
In Egypt. Well,
in
then
Egypt.
let me ask you this one too. You being from Ohio, in Detroit, we got the oldest Chaldean community in America, and the largest. Abraham comes from Chaldea of Ur, right?
Yes.
So the Chaldeans got some. I would love, now that I think about that, I got to go back to the D and just go in and hear their stories on what is your stories on, because in their mind they're going to be like, that's our son Abraham.
Well, so you know that the Ethiopians used to rule ancient Sumer. You know that, right?
Oh yes, okay. Now we talk about at the time of what's his name, and he was amongst he became something of the Lord. He was doing
Nimrod.
Nimrod.
Come on,
Yes.
Nimrod.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Right.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
right. So that's why we're saying. And there are people who disagree, but I'm like, bro, like what you call Africans wasn't only relegated to that continent. They moved all the way up
Yeah.
into the Levant. So they
Yeah.
used to rule Sumer.
Yeah.
But there was another subgroup called the Akkadians, and they were Shemites that were underneath the Ethiopians.
The Akkadians.
Yes, yes.
What about those
So,
other ones too? I'm thinking of the pygmy like.
oh, I don't know them.
Wait a minute, I'm gonna tell you. But go ahead. Man, they got conquered up there too. Elamites.
Oh, yeah, that's Persians.
Okay, and they looked like little pygmies. I mean, and I knew an Elam, a black dude from Watts, California, and he says mama gave him. You look at the statues; they got dreads, they got long, like woolly hair. They're real short and they thick, wide nose and thick lips. You couldn't even tell them apart from Nubians. Some of them.
I think there was there was like correspondence between like ancient Egyptians, the Hindus,
Oh
and
yeah,
the old
yeah,
Iranians. There was like they were like doing trade
yes.
and and sharing of ideas and culture.
Indus
Me and
Kush.
Jabari actually had a discussion about that.
Okay, Indus
You know,
Kush, like India, Indus Kush, like
Hindu Kush, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
They have a temple of Isis. They have a temple of Isis in India
I didn't know that.
Even
underground.
even in the Coptic, there's a word for Hindu or Indian.
Yes, in
Wow,
ancient
Indian, and
Egyptian
what's the
language.
blackest color in Indian ink? Blue black, right? That's like those people, the Jarawa people. That's like the oldest people in Asia, the Jarawa,
Oh,
and that's
I
the
mean, I
trip.
haven't gotten too much into I just studied their gods and stuff, but I haven't gotten
Yeah,
any further with the Hindu.
it's a trip because most of those people over there in China used to be called Naki in the South. Naki means black, little black man or black man.
Oh, okay.
So I'm wondering if they had a war, and I think they killed a lot of them off and took over the Asian looking one. I think that went down. I think that really went down like a race war back then. And the black Chinese, because all the old Buddhas, the oldest picture of Buddha has woolly hair and thick lips.
Yeah, he's from Nepal. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Have you heard of the Shanga tribe from Kenya?
Shanga, like Shanga.
Yes.
It sounds like Shango or Shang Dynasty.
And they're like related to the Chinese. Wait, related
Wow.
to the Chinese.
The Edo Kingdom of Nigeria and Japan had an Edo Kingdom. And you look at Nigerian words and Japanese words, they almost sound alike.
Yeah. Me and my wife, right? My wife, we noticed that there are a lot of words in Nigeria that share the same. There's a Nigerian mafia, and I used to I used to go to this Nigerian bar with the mafia owner, and he told me how he was he went back home. He said there's a Japanese lady there. He started speaking Japanese. Like, are you lost? He said she followed him around everywhere he went because they shared
Yeah.
like, no, like yeah, it's very weird, but yeah,
That's weird. I know you're having
you
a
know.
good time in Japan too. It's all good.
I mean, we got earthquakes and stuff here. I mean, but this is my wife's country. It's not my country. Because if let's say I steal a piece of gum, they're gonna be like, "You got to go."
Man. Wow. And do they got monuments to the? It was 24 black scientists just to show how powerful. Like, I don't know if it's exactly 24. Don't quote me on the number, but I can say with a surety there were black scientists that helped make those Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombs.
Oh, probably. I never heard that.
African American scientists. I'm gonna pull their names. I know I've seen it before. So I think without firepower, if we were Hebrew, if we African, whatever we are, both of them people, the Jews do got firepower. The white Jews, but I don't see no. Like without having an army, it's going to be hard to sustain a society in modern times. Without a real.
I don't know if this is the same one, but it says how the story of Africans descended from the 15th century Chinese Admiral Zheng Hei's sailor lives on. So if you see her and it says, we were pretty sure they were Chinese, the Kenyans who believed they were descended from shipwrecked sailors of 15th century Admiral Zheng, his fleet. But there's this people
called they're in East Africa, right? They're in East Africa.
Yeah, they're in Kenya.
Yeah, I seen that documentary where they said China had came over there and they left some plates, pottery. And the African has the pottery, and she's able to show that her ancestor was one of those Chinese. Yeah, that happened.
There's a lot of a lot of history that we're all like learning now. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly. And just like Africans in the Western Hemisphere, the Timbuktu, the Mali kingdoms, and Mansa Musa and his brother supposedly coming this way with the Olmec society. Not saying the Olmecs by themselves, but was like and captured black people from Africa over here. His books where Columbus said he's seen them. He said, those are Africans. Where did they come from? He said they came from the East a long time ago. We've been at war with them. This is what the Indians told Columbus.
Oh.
I mean, it's a lot of history going on in that one. And then you got to think, the African, they had a boat. Me and Garfield had got into it one time because he cut me off. He wouldn't let me finish. I was saying we were capable. I never said that we did actually make it. I said because they took a West African canoe and they sailed it from West Africa to America. It got here 2 weeks faster than America Vespucci's boat.
Oh,
and that's
well, Garfield is I'm gonna try to keep it clean. He was he's a contrarian.
Oh man, to say the least.
Yeah, he just has to, and the whole time he was frauding and faking. He was a Christian. I had to tell Son that I was like, Son, man, Garfield's a Christian. He thought I was joking.
Wow.
Now,
yeah.
He's a Christian. Yeah. And that whole time he was faking like he wasn't. Like, bro, like, come on, bro. So, yeah, Marquise, look at this, y'all. Marquise said, look up Sanskrit and the classical Ge'ez language from Ethiopia.
Wow. What does it say? It looks the same? I can't see. I got to go on the big screen again. Let me go back to the big screen. I'm looking at my phone. Let me see.
He says, the Ge'ez origin of Devanagari writing of India. Ge'ez Sanskrit, Nagari Brahmi, ancient Ethiopian traditions support the rule of Puntites or Ethiopians of India. Wow. Nice catch, Marquise. I did not know this, brother.
Hey, is Marquise talking here? He's here. We can talk to him?
No, he's in the chat.
Oh, also, Marquise, a lot of Indian and Egyptian or Cushite Ethiopian connections. A lady by the name of Drusilla Dungy Houston wrote a book. She has a lot of that information. And it's a trip because she wrote that in 1901 or 18 something it's like a black woman writing a book about ancient Kush and Nubia at that time. But she connected a lot of India with Kush.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I have sources where they were like doing trade, even with like ancient Egypt. They're trading linen, and like that, and like what I'm saying. You like me and Jabari had that conversation. But I know, listen, y'all. It's the brother Devion and them be like falling asleep. So I was supposed to do a lesson, Neil.
Okay, peace to the family. All right, y'all stay strong. I'll talk to you in a minute. Stay strong, Dad.
All right. Hey, you gonna be on HOK? Where'd you go, Neil?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Because tomorrow there's a debate.
Jabari versus the Nepal and them?
Yeah.
I want to see it. Hey, man, I might miss it, though, because I'm going to the Charger Ram game, but I'll get back and see it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I think it's going to be this is going to be a defining moment. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all rock with Jabari, right?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, because it might go y'all way. I mean, hey, it is what it is. We're going to see the information. That's what we're waiting on.
Well, Al-Azhar, they moved. No, Reverend Charles is cool. I debated him and I debated Al-Azhar. But Al-Azhar, him coming in, he's a studious brother. You know what I mean? He might be that extra firepower. And, Nepal, she gets it in. She gets a lot of hate. but we know Nepal for like years. She actually, was a debater in a league.
No,
like,
she hard. She hard.
Yeah.
Make no mistake about that. I noticed how she get out with. She was breaking down some of the. But what about her? She got it with the Egyptian priest and the Levite priest. You remember that lecture?
I remember. Yeah. She also had a debate with Christina Nick.
Yeah, she went ham on it. I want to see this sister. I was trying to say it in the midst of all that was going on tonight. What's that sister that came on and Kanashi, or what, I forgot his name. He kept. You need to read that verse she read out of Matthew.
Oh, Prophetess Keys, was that her name?
We never heard. That's the first time I've ever seen her.
Yeah, you know what? When you like to see her in Nepal,
man, that's
I like to see her in Nepal have a debate because these women they be running from Nepal.
Yeah, that'd have been a good one. You're right. That'd be good.
And the brother on the channel, Devion, his wife too, Sister Kana, is real sharp. And
have we seen Sister Kana debate yet?
Oh, not yet.
No. What's the sister that we?
Her in Nepal? It was like a year ago, a couple years ago, something like that.
Okay.
And then they were supposed to set up a debate, but I mean, Kiana pressed her on it, and it didn't really get set up. So.
Oh wow. Yeah, one lady I'm thinking of that she always debates.
Oh, Naphtali, Sister Naphtali.
Oh yeah, Naphtali, yes, Sister Naphtali. Now let me ask you guys this: what came first, the straight hair or the wool-haired human being?
Where'd Neil go? Oh, he's here. I'm gonna say woolly-headed. That's my opinion. I have no proof on it, but I'm just saying I think woolly-headed is.
And then it just sort of degenerated into straight.
Well, I think that that people are just different. You know what I mean? Like nobody was like the same. I think that some people had straight hair, or some people had curly, some people had the little buckshots as we call them. Like the Khoisan. Because look, if you look at the Khoisan, they look like quote unquote Asian people. They're high yellow, but their hair is like mad kinky, like 4F. That's not even a classification, but they you don't see them with like long or like like it looks like a comb would break if you try to put a comb through it.
Yeah, it's so tight. It's so
peppercorn. So I think people had differences all over the planet.
But here's the thing: do we subscribe to one man, one woman theory, or do we say multiple humans at simultaneous time?
That's a great question, man, because I found sources that also go against the out of Africa.
Okay.
So I believe that people that there wasn't like one particular area where everybody came out. I believe that people spread out throughout the planet.
See, when you say that, not to cut you off, Judah, but listen to what you're saying. You say you believe they spread out, but that means they had to have spread from some original place. And then not just that, was it a simultaneous man-woman or was it multiple man-woman? Because we need to know that. And then we go into DNA and blood types. The African holds the oldest DNA and blood type that can connect all humans according to modern science. So then I'm wondering, like, even though we got other theories, what is there when they bring their source? Africa always seems to stand in the sun more than anybody else is the logical way.
I'm very unlearned, and I don't want to be throwing out false doctrine out there and false teachings. So I'm like something that always says, he's like, brother, if you don't know, just say you don't know. That's so right. I know that they say like the birthplace of quote unquote civilization, not the mankind, but civilization. Some people say it's Egypt, some people say it's Sumer. So I'm gonna go with either one of the two. But as far as like where mankind sprang up, I'm not adverse to people saying North Africa.
Okay.
Due to the fertility, the right, and then it spread out. I wouldn't be like, that's not true. I'm not going to be a contrarian to that. Like that doesn't.
I got to do this before you go because I know y'all got to do y'all lesson. Okay, so in the Bible itself, Genesis, I believe it's Genesis, where it says, "And a river went out of Eden."
Oh yeah.
Now I know you're gonna think I'm gonna say Ethiopia, which I am gonna say Ethiopia part of this because we do in the second one. It says the Gihon or Gihon. It's in the whole land of Ethiopia, but that's not my point. Would be this: if we're saying and a river ran out, then we would be in Uganda going north because the river's running out of. It said and a garden was placed. How does it? I need to see that verse because my whole thing was I know Israel in 1948, they didn't want to go. They wanted to go to Uganda.
Yes.
And do you know Uganda, when you do the what is it, like Stargate? I don't know if you guys seen that movie Stargate, when the guy was messing with the hieroglyphs and he made it say gate. Well, I'm gonna make Uganda say Wakanda.
Yo, come on, man. You know Chris Harris went crazy over that movie. That brother, Chris Harris used to be semi-normal. That brother saw Black Panther and he went crazy.
But hey, it's another crazy thing about Black Panther. The Black Panther started in 1966. The Black Gorilla Family started in 1966. Stan Lee wrote the comic book in 1966. In the movie, I know you remember if you watched it, who did the Panther have to go against? The gorillas in the mountains, remember?
I got to watch it again because I'm afraid I'm going to go crazy like Chris if I keep watching. Yeah, the thing Chris used to be like somewhat normal, but here's that verse. It's Genesis chapter 2.
Okay.
Verse 13, where it says, and the name of the second river is Gihon, that is the one that encompasses all the land of Cush.
Now go back before that. Go to the first river, and then the first verse just before it talks about the first river.
All right, so I think the first one. Okay, wait, let's go. So let's start. Genesis 2 verse 10. And a river flowed out of Eden to water the garden, and from there it separated and became 4 heads.
So the name of the right there. No, I want you to stop right there, Judah. A river ran out of Eden, so Eden is already a little further south if we're looking at it from an African perspective.
Let me pull up a map and let me see. Okay. I mean, not that.
I think that would be Uganda.
Genesis. Wait. Genesis. I'm not. Listen, y'all. I'm not saying this is right. I just want to just get a visual. What are we at? Genesis 2, verse. Let's start at what? 10.
2:10. Yep.
All right. Let's just try to get a map. Visual or wait, images. Okay. I think I'm not saying this is right, y'all. I'm just gonna try to pull up the. If anybody wants a different one, we can pull it up. I'm not. Okay. I'm trying to get a visual because perhaps the brother got a point. Let me make this bigger. Wait, it's not really stating. Wait. I don't know if you can see one. Wait. This doesn't have. Wait. No, this doesn't say. Hold on. Pishon. They don't even have Ethiopia on here. This is. Hold on. Get rid of this. Wait. What?
I think that's like the Middle East.
Okay. Let me go to 2:11.
Okay.
Wait. Let me get rid of this. 2 verse 11. Map. Let me see. Man, they got these old quotes. Come on, man. Let's see a visual.
If you could type in the four rivers of Eden.
Okay. Should I just be the title of the 4 rivers of Eden?
Yeah. Just Google the 4 rivers of Eden and see if a map pop up.
Okay. And then you can go to images, right? Images will show you all of it.
Yeah, I'm in there. Tell me which one y'all want. This one looks terrible. Oh, wait. Wait. All right, let's just see what. This is the Book of Mormon. Oh hell no, they got some Ammonite. We ain't doing that. Yeah, we ain't doing that. Let's see. Man, when we start dealing with like white folks and Arabs, they start lying. Okay, let me open this up. Hold on. It said the lost rivers of Garden of Eden found. They're not showing. Where's Ethiopia?
Wow, because I can't see it right now. I pushed the button. I was about to let y'all go, and so it got me in. I'm in the twilight zone. I can hear y'all though.
Okay. Well, I think I found one. They have the river. What is it? The Gihon is down from the Nile.
The Python first, right?
Nile.
Okay. I thought it was
goes
Python
all the way
first.
down. Say it again. Neil.
Yeah.
Say it again.
I thought it was Python, Pishon, the first river, which encompasses where they're bdellium and the onyx or gold of that land, something like that.
Okay. All right. So they have a question mark here. They have the Python. You see it, Devion?
Yeah, I see it.
All right, so they have the Python near the Persian Gulf and the Red Sea, but they have it in question mark. So this is speculation. Right?
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
They have the what was the second one? The second one is
Gihon, Gihon.
All right, second one's Gihon. Let's go to that. The second one is Gihon, and that is in the Red. Is this Red Sea or Dead Sea? Red Sea.
That's the Red Sea.
All right, so they have it from the Sinai Peninsula all the way down next to the Nile, all the way down into Ethiopia.
Wow.
And even further down, it probably goes because they have the Gulf of Aden. You see this where the Indian Ocean, the Gulf of Aden. Not sure it has anything to do with anything. I don't know.
Okay.
The third river is the Tigris, which is near Assyria, and the fourth is Euphrates. And we go there, you can see Euphrates River and the Tigris. So you can see 3 and 4 up here.
Okay.
The first two, one is like what land is this? Like Saudi Arabia, Egypt, where Sinai? What area is it? Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, that's like Saudi Arabia, like Arabian Peninsula.
All right, and then this one's from Egypt, Sinai Peninsula next to Egypt, parallel to the Nile, going all the way down into Ethiopia, and then it like stops.
Wow, because the Nile River it starts in Uganda.
Wait,
go up.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. It's another. It's another picture.
Oh,
it says something about Yemen.
Wait, where do you see that?
It says something which is south of Yemen. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Right here, I see it. It says, but this proposed river may be somewhat of a red herring because it does not naturally fit the overall pattern. An even better fit may be for the river to have flowed down into what is known as the Gulf of Aden, south of present-day Yemen, southern tip of Arabia. Yemen has both gold and onyx, which matches the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold. And the gold of that land is good, where there is bdellium and onyx stone. And the eastward trending from the Afar Triangle, which is south of Yemen, would have been a natural riverbed in the days prior to Noah's flood, when the sea levels were okay. So Yemen. All right, so they're saying, wait, Djibouti. Look, you got Yemen here, Eritrea and Ethiopia, Somalia,
and they ruled those at that time. Ethiopia ruled Yemen.
Yeah, all the way it ruled Saudi Arabia. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, this river goes all the way. Wait, where's the river? Right? Wait, is this the river too? Or no? Look. No. Okay. Maybe
I can't really tell.
Yeah. Well. All right. Well, they do have, but they do have the first river going all the way from the Sinai Peninsula near the Nile, all the way down to Ethiopia.
Yes, and that's the thing. That's what got me, because I'm thinking, what was the? And I read about Uganda. They said it never had a famine. It had all this food, tropical lands, and this, that, and the third. I'm like, is that the original garden, or I'm wondering.
Yes. No, wait a minute. It says, and a river flowed out of Eden to water the 4 gardens, and from there it separated and became the 4 heads. So I know you can't see the map. Wow. Are they saying that
the Nile could have flowed out of Eden and then made rivers down the way?
Well, they have
that out there. That ain't nothing I'm saying that's true. I'm just trying to say, is that something? I don't know.
Well, they have it in question mark, so I'm not, I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not going to like promote a false doctrine. Exactly. But they do have like a red dot here near the Dead Sea and near Jordan. And then it says from this area, you got the Tigris and Euphrates and the Pishon and the
Gihon.
Gihon. Yeah. So I think they're trying to imply that the Garden of Eden is somewhere in the Levant, like near Sinai Peninsula. Ain't this near Jordan? Wait a minute, near Jordan?
Yeah,
I guess
like
in the Levant.
It's like Jordan, the Levant area, like with the Fertile Crescent.
Okay. Now remember one thing in the this is something I remember John Henry Clark or one of them saying. They said they took it they made Cush in the quiche in the Middle East. They said it don't say Cush, it says quiche. That they didn't like it being an Ethiopian name. They say they do this a lot of times in the dictionary. You can go back in 19-something and look up the word white. It don't have the same meanings.
I agree with you. I know, bro. Wow. They do that. They do that. They put the kish
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that.
Wow, this stuff gets way deep. And then what got me for years in South Africa, they used to call it the Solomon Mines. You know that temple where the Shona people had that wall
Yes.
okay. So they had already, when they first went down there, found rhinoceros made out of gold, crafted. They found all this stuff in the gravesite. They kept it for like 90 years in a drawer.
Oh.
So how much more are they lying? I'm just like, and it was
Well,
all because there was black people that built some type of structure south of the pyramids that wasn't supposed to be no Negroes could build, like, in stone. They're already mud.
Yeah. See,
Man.
wait. See, I found like some sources, but I'm there. It's by the hacks, and I don't read. I don't. They some liars, so I don't listen to nothing they audible. Because I typed in, "Is the Levant the Garden of Eden?"
Oh wow.
There's no. I can't
Definitive.
find on that.
No definitive statement. No.
Nope.
Okay.
This is all speculation and guesswork.
Now the Kabbalah, where does that come into the Israeli teachings? Is that just some offshoot of the Jewish philosophies, or?
Yep, and they mix it in with Hinduism.
Okay.
Yep. And the front runners of that, it'll tell you they were all converts and their family was converts.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, did you know that? Like, them people, they're like that religion came after Christianity, but they lie and act like it's ancient. No,
Yeah.
it came after Christianity.
And they call us, what they call us, goyim.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can just use you like you're nuts. If I lie to you, I was reading it where it says even the best of the goyim deserves death.
Yeah, I read that. But them people, like, again, remember, they just took on our look, I even have a source on our kingdom in West Africa. Right, we were there, like, and I have like a bunch of sources, whatever. So full well, them people get sun cancer, and that land over there, they have the highest rate of sun cancer. Yes. So you need to tell me these people come from hot countries?
That's real.
No way.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
Not at all.
So, but let's leave the people alone because they listen to everything we say.
Especially now, I gotta say this, keeping in my Afrocentric perspective, Israel is on the plates of the tectonics of African continent. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was to take a rhino, it looks just like the rhino's horn on Africa, the continent.
Well, listen, we don't deny. That's why we don't deny. We know we have African blood in us.
Yeah,
or
it's our sword. It's our horn right there. The horn of it's the real horn.
Yeah, well, Israel was in Egypt.
Yeah, and you cross. Yeah, it's nothing but what the Suez Canal. Oh, not the Suez. That's down in America. What's that they made up? They made some type of man-made. The Suez Canal. Okay,
yeah. They made
originally the land is connected.
Yes,
like California, Vegas. There's no. Yes.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they make the Suez Canal for like transport and if I'm not mistaken?
I think so.
International trade because
transport cargo.
Yep, that's what they did. You're right. That's almost because of the Columbus thing. Well, now they can go right through all the way to Indian Ocean or something through that canal.
I need more study on that.
Yeah,
that's a good question.
This is what I want. This is what I want to show real quick though. My boys we was talking about earlier.
Hey man, I'm doing too much, man. I love y'all, brothers. Y'all stay strong, and I'll talk to y'all soon.
All right, shalom, brother.
Yep.
Shalom, brother.
Shalom, brother.
You
sharing Deviant?
Yeah, I just shared it.
Okay, I got it. Here we go.
It says, it says enterprising Arab merchants and middlemen would gather in Zanzibar. I'm not sure what that is, for raw materials including clothes and ivory. They would then buy black slaves who they thought were talking about Africans, who they would use to carry the raw materials and also work in their plantations abroad. Slaves from as far as Sudan, Ethiopia, and Somalia would be availed at the Zanzibar market and shipped through the Indian Ocean to the Persian Gulf or Arabic Peninsula, where they worked in Oman, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and Iraq. African Muslims, or however, never captured as slaves due to Islamic legal views.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, read that last part again.
It said African Muslims were, however, never captured as slaves due to Islamic legal views.
Wow.
Yep.
Huh. Well, that's interesting. That's an interesting read right there. We need to look more. Well, it wasn't. That's what I'm saying. We were everywhere. We started. We came in East Africa first, then went to like West Africa.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, hey, so I know it's getting late. Let's get to it. You want to do what? Just Psalm 109, or I know it's getting late where you are. We're already like an hour and a half. I know people are leaving, listening to Chris Harris going on the pot. And nigga, dude's mad because he's in the minor leagues.
Right. I mean, hey man, he should have tried a little harder and not tore the Bible up and threw it in the trash. If he would apply himself, but I mean, hey, he in the minor leagues, solo file. Yeah, I guess that's what he wanted.
Right? What did he tell Rob? He was like, "We gonna make history of what? Being the most unwatched debates in history, on the planet."
He made the record for a professional loser.
Yeah. Yo, he left. He ran 3 times.
From who? I know he ran from you. He ran from me.
No, I mean like in the middle of his debates.
Oh yeah. Hopped off the panel
3 times. Israel Doctrine, Vocab Malone, and Pastor Bennett, all 3 Christians.
And you remember you was debating him on. He said something about the 3/5, and then you brought out what 3/5 really meant. They counted us as 3/5 of a person, and then he hopped off the panel after that.
Hey, man, I'm gonna keep it clean because it's my Shabbat, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Let's just do 109. I thought I thought Jeremiah was coming on here. He probably at work. Is he at work?
I'm not sure. He was in the chat. I think he was in there earlier.
Okay. All right. So look, y'all. I guess we're just gonna do 109. I guess, which is like one of my favorite for if you want to put a curse on people. Now y'all might be like, Judah, man, you bugging, man. But I'm telling you, man, sometimes you need the Most High to get the wicked to back up and think about a little bit of what they're doing. Like if they're doing wickedly, you know what I'm saying? They need to taste that wickedness. So them people that be like clout chasing and doing trying to demonetize people and flagging their channels and doing all this kind of crazy mess. Like this is YouTube. Like the content creator is always going to be the victim. Anybody can flag you for anything. So just like put a curse on them, and then the Most High do something crazy to them, and they be looking stupid, right? And don't feel bad for them. Don't laugh at them. Just like be like, hey man, that's what you get for being wicked. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to read Devion or with me?
I can read it.
All right, wait. And look, this is what you do. You have to be clean, ritually clean when you say your prayers, right? The Torah says, like, generally you have to wash your body and your clothing and wait until sundown. Some brothers said you should probably wait 3 days. Like, don't touch your wife for 3 days to stay ritually pure. And then, you know what I mean? Oh, there's actually another scripture. What is it? 1 Kings chapter 8. Remember? I don't know if Devion's still here.
Yeah. When he's talking about turning to the temple.
Yeah. Let me I'm gonna pull up 2 of them real quick. Hold on, y'all did listen to this, man. It works. I put curses on people, and people I am not bragging about it, but the Most High says, if you call to me, I will answer you, provided you're doing the right thing. He'll listen to you.
Right.
So people being wicked, and you're getting tired of their mess, just put a curse on them, and whatever that happens to them is what happens to them.
Well, we in Psalms, but David did it too. Can't remember what psalm it was, but he was like, in the name of Yahweh, I cut them down. And they encircled me. I think it's Psalms 119, 118.
Okay, we'll get that too. Where is it?
And there was another one. There was another one against Edom and Babylon. Psalms 137.
What is it?
Which one?
The last one you said, the last verse.
I think it was Psalms 130. Yeah, Psalms 137.
All right, I got to write that one down. Listen to this, y'all. So again, like curses are like nothing you just do all the time. I only do it when people are getting absolutely wicked and you're just getting tired of them. Because if they're like lying on you, like slandering you, doing little wicked stuff or whatever, sometimes you just gotta like, you know what? Sometimes you don't even need to do it. The Most High just make you sit back and then you see what happened to him. Like you don't see all that. Where was all that trolling these dudes was doing? Putting their names in their title, doing all that, messing with people's daughters and kids. You like notice these dudes is awful quiet right now. We ain't have to put a curse on the Most High about to jack him up anyway. Like one of these dudes about to be back in Cleveland in a sardine can where he belonged, right? Because he wicked and he don't believe in the Most High, right? But look, this is Psalm chapter 1. This is 1 Kings chapter 8. If a man sins against his neighbor, and an oath be exacted on him to cause him to swear, and he come and swear before you. And he come and swear before your altar in this house. Now look, right? If H0W, he says, or with which he sinned a man, Ra'aha, which is like 4 or 2 against his neighbor or fellow or companion. Wa nasheba. Isn't nashe like like an oath?
Yeah, it could be like to carry or to like lift up. Like
I think there's another one too. Nashe. I think there's like another word for there's like more. There's like to carry or and to lift up, and there's like another one. Hold on, let me get my dictionary. Hold on. Actually, hold on. I could pull it up. Wait, here.
Yeah, I was about to pull it up too.
I got the yo, curses, they work, bro. I'm telling you. It's not demons either. They be angels and spirits. Right? Somebody being super wicked. I mean, I wouldn't advise doing it all the time.
Right. Yeah, to me like insurrection.
All right, but you got that in the Strongs because it's over here.
Yeah, I got it. I can pull it. I can pull it up in the analytical real quick, but I got it in the Strongs too. But in the Strongs, they say to lift, also to accept advance, make insurrection, to swear. Right. It also has a negative connotation too, which means to delude or to seduce or to beguile.
Okay.
Right,
all right.
Yeah.
So is this word here nashe? Why nashe ba, which is like or swear against them or what is it? Say it again, Devion.
It can be to swear. It could be to swear against them.
Okay.
Or like to lift against them. You know what I'm saying? Like
yes. So you know the altar, right? You know it doesn't necessarily have to be the physical temple. It just means like the place of worship. So you know, like the mind's like like your altar, right? So in your mind, you can right in the temple, in this house. The word also means inwardly, be'ath, right? So it's not saying like, that the temple's still going to be standing. It's like inwardly too, right? Because if you understand the temple, it's not it is a physical place, but it's talking about inwardly, right? And you shall hear in heaven and do and judge your servants, condemning the wicked to bring his way upon his head and justifying the righteous to give him according to his righteousness. Now, people might be like, oh man, well, that's common sense. Well, it's not necessarily common sense because think about it. If I'll give you an example, right? If there are people doing wickedly and you get like one person and you swear or you cause an oath against that person, sometimes that oath can spread out to other people. Especially if they're not covered, Remember in the Exodus, it said that the angel Mashakia, the angel of death, when he was going by, he was killing all the Egyptian firstborn. Right? It told the Israelites to go into their houses and put blood on the outside of their doorposts, and the angel of death would go past their house to the Israelites' house and go kill whoever else. So it's the same way with like curses. You put a curse on somebody, and someone's doing the same thing they're doing, they're going to get it too. Right? And even if there's a person on your side, they have to be covered. If you don't believe it, look at the book of Joshua when he took that garment. The Most High jacked up other people besides him because they knew about it as well and didn't say anything.
That's fact. And if I'm not mistaken, he said, do not go up for war because Yahweh is not with you.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I forgot. I think is it Exodus?
Is it Exodus?
I think it might be like Exodus or Numbers. I forgot. But yeah, he's like, do not go to war because the Most High is not in your midst. He's not with you. Right? So, this is like real. Look at this.
Also, Nashe also can mean a judgment or a sentence.
Say it again.
It can also mean a judgment or a sentence.
Okay, a judgment or a sentence.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is 1 Kings chapter 8 and 38. Any prayer, any supplication which will be made by any man or by all your people Israel, who shall know every man the plague of his own heart, and spread forth his hands toward this house. You shall hear from heaven, your dwelling place, and forgive and do, and give to every man according to his ways, whose heart or mind you know. For you alone know the hearts or the minds of all the children of men, that they may fear you all the days that they live in the land to which you gave your forefathers. And also to the stranger who is not of your people Israel, but will come from a far country for the sake of your name. For they shall hear of your great name and of your mighty hand and of your outstretched arm, and he will come and pray towards this house, or inwardly. You shall hear in heaven. This is a stranger, the foreigner, not a non-Israelite, great millstone. You shall hear in heaven, your dwelling place, and do according to all that the stranger calls you for, that all peoples of the earth may know your name to fear you, as you do your people Israel, that they may know your name is called upon this temple or house that I have built. Or so even the stranger who's not an Israelite, if he's getting wronged, that means even in Israel, let's say you're oppressing the Israelite and that Israelite believes in the Most High, and he prays to the Most High to do whatever, like, I don't know, to make you lose your job, to kill you, to do whatever, and the Most High listens to him, it's over for you. Right? Sometimes dying is like an escape. The Most High can jack you up, have you lose your legs or your arm, or like, whatever, have you homeless. Right? It's whatever you do, however he feels the need to one more hold on this. Hold on. Watch this. 1 Kings chapter 38 verse 46. If they sin against you, for there is no man who does not sin, and you be angry with them and deliver them to the enemy, and this is us, and their captors will carry them away captive to the land of their enemy, far or near, right? America, Jamaica, wherever, right? And they shall bethink themselves in the land where they were carried captive. In other words, like, they know, like, wait a minute, man, I'm an Israelite. I fit the curses. I fit the, right? And repent. Yo, I know I'm an Israelite. I'm going to stop worshiping idols. I'm going to stop fornicating. I'm going to stop doing this. I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to stop being a Negro. I'm going to keep the commandments. And make supplication to you in the land of their captors, saying, we have sinned and have done perversely. We have committed wickedness, fornicating, doing drugs, performing witchcraft, idolatry, whatever it is that the Most High hates. Right? We have done wickedly, perversely. And they shall return to you with all their heart, which is your mind, or sin of your being, and with all their soul, in the land of their enemies, America and wherever we're spread out, who led them away captive, and prayed to you toward their land, which you gave to your forefathers, the city that you have chosen, and the temple which I have built for your name. And you shall hear their prayer and their supplication in heaven, your dwelling place, and maintain their cause, and forgive your people that have sinned against you, and all their transgressions they have transgressed against you, and give mercy before their captors, that they may have mercy on them. Like, in other words, like, we can pray to the Most High that our enemy who took us away captive will deal with us mercifully, because the scripture says that we're going to leave out of the land of our captivities with joy and laughing and shouting, not like, crying and scared. No, we're going to like get our captivity like smiling, like, yep, our enemies fell and we up out of here. For they are your people and your inheritance, whom you have taken out of Egypt from within the smelting furnace of iron, which is America, that your eyes may be open to the supplication of your servant and to the supplication of your servant Israel, or your people Israel, to hearken to them whenever they call upon you. Because some people think, like, remember, the Most High said if, because it's conditional. If you're keeping the commandments, keeping the Torah, he will listen to you. Now, there are some other people who don't know they're Israelites, and they pray to the Most High in sincerity. They may not know the Most High's name, but they're in distress. Right? The Most High will have mercy and reveal himself and vindicate their cause. I just want to get to Psalm 109 real quick. If you have any, do you have any witchcraft scriptures, W? Because we got to tackle that before we get out of here.
Oh yeah, I got some. But I was gonna ask if you could pull up that Psalms 137 real quick.
Oh yeah. Let me get that real quick. Let's go to scriptures. Psalms 137. All right, make this bigger. What verse you want?
You can go start at 5.
Okay. You want me to read, or you want to read?
Verse 4. Verse 4.
Verse 4? All right.
I'll read it. It says,
okay.
How shall we sing the song of Yahweh on foreign soil? If I forget you, O Jerusalem, may my right hand forget its skill. May my tongue cling to my palate if I do not remember you, if I do not bring up Jerusalem at the beginning of my joy. Remember, O Yahweh, for the sons of Edom, the day of Jerusalem, those who say, raise it down to its foundation. O daughter of Babylon, who is destined to be plundered, praiseworthy is he who repays you your recompense that you have done to us. Praiseworthy is he who will take and dash your infants against the rock. Right?
Now,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, it's talking about Edom, right? Well, pretty much,
yep.
Who will be the daughter of Babylon?
Yep.
Which would be, America.
But look, somebody will be like, "Oh man, your God told you to dash the heads of babies against rocks." But if you read it, it don't say that. It says, "Praiseworthy is he," not us. That's gonna do it. Praiseworthy is he who will take and dash your infants against the rock. Because look what it says. O daughter of Babylon, who is destined to be plundered. Not by us. It's gonna be other people are gonna plunder America.
Right. Well, like it says throughout Scripture. It says you daughter of Babylon, who was mighty and dainty, and it was like even the merchants have turned to you, who you dwelt with since your youth.
See, not us, other people. And what he's saying is, he's like, yo, look, hey, you know what I mean? You getting what you did to us. They said bash our babies' heads against the rocks, cut open our women's stomachs. Did to the Native Americans as well, crushed their babies' heads, smashed their heads against the rock. So I mean, like, come on, man, like, how are we not the Israelites when this happened to our people? But the book is saying, look, y'all did this to us. Look, it's gonna happen to y'all. Look, remember, oh Lord, verse 7. Remember, oh Lord, for the sons of Edom. But then it calls the sons of Edom the daughter of Babylon. The same people who used to dash our infants' heads against rocks and cut open our women's stomachs and unalive babies. This is what it is. That's not wicked. What the person said. He just said, all he said was, "Hey, praiseworthy is he who does this to y'all, because you get what you sow." Right? This is a Psalm 109. Watch this. Psalm 109, start at verse 1. For the conductor of David, a song. O God of my praise, be not silent. For the mouth of a wicked man and the mouth of a deceitful man has opened upon me. They spoke with me with a lying tongue, right? These are wicked blasphemers or Chris Harris type, right? And with words of hatred, they have surrounded me, and they have fought with me without cause. Now, verses all the time because you're not supposed to do that, right? And I know that I'm new on HOK, and I know that the Torah is hated, the Bible is hated because people love witchcraft and the white man, they love Satan, right? They do. It's just a simple fact that right. If you watch the show today, they acted like everything I said was stupid, and it's like, bro, like, what are you talking about? Like, bro, like it's like it's some kind of like not everybody, because some people were like, yeah, Judah's right, man, but other people are, they're like stuck in witchcraft, and when they hear righteousness, they don't want to hear that. They want to continue banging on the Bible, banging on the Bible. But banging on the Bible is not consciousness. It's not intellect, right? So all this like, oh, Judah. I could put a curse on these wicked Negroes, but I'm like, they're already cursed. So what, anyway, watch. Instead of my love, but they persecute me, but I'm at prayer. Verse 5, they have imposed upon me evil instead of good, hatred instead of my love. Hey, man, you're the Israelites. The Most High called you gods. Oh, man, you think you better than us, man. You live in Japan. Hey, man, hey, we should encourage education, literacy, and righteous living. Oh, man, you need to put that book down, man. Your God evil, man. He killed people. But our God also makes people come alive. No answer. Oh, man, you should listen to Jabari. But he's not a black man. Like, what are you talking about? Let's keep it going. Verse 6. Set a wicked man over him. Now, they don't say that in the language. And let an adversary stand at his right hand. Let's see what verse 6 says. Remember that word for quad? Means to visit or to call to account. Ha faqad aliyah. And visit him or punish him or appoint over him a rasha, somebody wicked. Somebody more just as wicked as he is. Wa shaitan ya amad al yamayana, right? And a Satan or an adversary, he stand or he endure against his right side, which is a strong side, right? So you see what happens sometimes, right? You'll see sometimes Judah will be, some people think that I'm evil. It's not me being evil. That's the Most High doing that. You see these wicked Negroes on the internet? What happened? The Most High makes me a demon, a devil to them. They literally over here crying and whining right now. They doing all this wickedness, talking trash, but when they get aired out, they want to cry and whine. Right? They ain't eating no cheese with that wine, but they want to cry and whine. You can talk all that. You can harass people. You can talk about people's daughters, put their kids up on the internet, do all that wicked stuff. But as soon as you get on them, they want to cry and whine. No, that's the Most High doing that. You set me up to be a demon to you because I can go all day and make your life just as miserable and do just as wicked. And they're like, yo, I'm going to leave it alone. Look, verse 7. When he is judged, let him emerge guilty and let his prayer be accounted as sin. So these dudes don't even pray. They don't even believe in the Most High. So they're not even covered. So anytime I curse them, they just get it. May his days be few. In other words, may the Most High kill him. And may someone else take his office of dignity. Let somebody else come in. Since he's going to be wicked, kill him, Most High. Oh, man, that's he kills and he makes alive. Oh, man, that's wicked. No, it's not. What is he doing here on earth besides being wicked? He's not doing anything productive. He's not doing anything beneficial for anybody else. He's over here being wicked. So why don't the Most High just remove him from the planet, right? Earth him, and get somebody else in his place, right? And you know what that means? May his sons be orphans and his wife a widow. Why? Because he's wicked. May his sons wander, and people should ask and search for their ruins. May a creditor search out all that he has, and may strangers despoil his labor. And may he have no one who extends kindness, and may no one be gracious to his orphans. May his end be to be cut off. In another generation, may their name be blotted out. May the iniquity against his forefathers be remembered by the Lord, and may the sin against his mother not be erased. May they be before Yahweh constantly, and may he cut off their remembrance from the earth. And that's ill, because look, we have what's called the book of life. And you want to be in that book of life so that you get brought back in the kingdom. It clearly says, many who are asleep in the dust shall arise. Huh? Wait, what? I can't hear you. Cutting out.
I can hear you.
I know, but you were talking and you cut out.
No, you probably heard my pages flipping.
Oh, okay. No, look at this. May they be before Yahweh constantly, and may he cut off their remembrance from the earth, because he did not remember to do kindness. And he pursued a poor man and a needy man and a brokenhearted one to kill him. And remember, you don't always got to be like necessarily trying to like take his life. Like, you know, you're trying to like take someone's livelihood, take food out of someone's mouth, take money out of their pocket, take a roof from over their head. You're doing all this. You're stealing from them. You're just being wicked. Right? It is okay to put a curse on them and ask the Most High to kill them, or to do, you know, what they did to other people. Verse 17, and he loved a curse. Right? Our people love to curse. Don't say they don't. Curse means diminish. Blessed means to be blessed, to have plenty. Like, if you plant a garden and the Most High blesses it, you're going to yield lots of produce. That's called a blessing. Cursed is you're going to be planting seeds or whatever, and all of a sudden you keep like, yo, man, not even weeds going to start coming up. Well, it works that way with the mind too. Some people are cursed with have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, which is like a landscape. And some people are cursed with stupidity, like Chris Harris. Cursed. Can't win a debate. What he wants most in life, to be loved and worshipped, he gets dum-dums up under him, and he keeps getting beat up by Christians. That's the Most High clearly mocking him, laughing at him. And he did not desire a blessing. I don't believe in no man. Man, get rid of that book, man. Burn that book. Blah, 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 blah. And it distanced itself from him. He didn't want a blessing. So the Most High jacks him up, makes his life miserable. He gets on the internet. It seems like he's mad at God. That's the Most High tormenting him. My wife was watching me on HOK today. There's a lot of people who hate the Most High. Elder Bakwash is on there. He was like, yo, man, like, y'all making Judah sound like right. They're over here like, Judah, you're emotional. I'm over here smiling like, bro, you're proving my point. You love being cursed. You love having nothing. You love doing nothing. It is what it is. Verse 18. Wow. And go ahead, Davion.
No, I'm saying when you call them lower than humans, they're basically an animal.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, basically a slave, pretty much. They still, you know, take on the things that the white man gave us, as far as we speak their language. We don't have no seat in the United Nations. We have to go to their schools, right? We don't have anything established for ourselves. So, I mean, they got mad when you said it, but I mean, it's true.
But look, I didn't say they were animals. I said they want to be animals. If you're not a part of the human family, and you don't want to be free, you want to be like a hamster. Like Negroes like going to jail and prison. I see the videos where they were like, brothers like, man, prison is fun. So having to spread your cheeks for the white man is fun. Being locked up in a cage with another dude is fun with no women. Being yelled at and told what to do every day is fun. 1 hour of freedom out is fun. Taking showers with other men is fun. Listening and hearing all types of abominations going on is fun. Bro, that's a curse.
That's why it's important that our people elevate their mind or seek like some type of higher intelligence. So, on it. I mean, that's why you did the video. Why are quote unquote Black Americans behind? You know what I'm saying? Whether it be like IQ or how well your mind can perform.
Right.
It's like
and you don't need an IQ test. Me and I saw a whole bunch of IQ tests. We took an IQ test. Devion, did you see my IQ test results?
Yeah, I saw it.
What did it say?
What did it say? It said normal.
Normal.
Or like
right. From I did a visual spatial IQ test. It came out. It said you have a normal IQ in visual spatial. Right. So you don't need to take an IQ test. The criteria is linguistics, language, like eloquence, articulation. Right. The second one is logic and reasoning. The third is math or mathematics, which just means to think. The fourth is logic, and the other one is problem solving, like being able to solve like puzzles and problem solving. So you don't need to take an IQ test for that. Just say something, and you can like see which one people fail at. When I said, if you like the Most High saying to you, it was me and Bakwash. Let me see, right? Hold on. Devion's got new scriptures, right? Thank you. It's a curse. Look, if the Most High says, look, the Torah says, mankind. It says the memory of Israelites shall cease from mankind. I think it's Deuteronomy 33 verse 26. I think. So there's a people who are the Israelites that mankind would not know, and we get these names: Black, African American, colored, blah 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 blah. So for the N word, spear chucker, jungle bunny, moon cricket, blah 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 blah. It says you'll be. The Africans they love, right? We just showed it. They said what? You are nothing but a Negro. You are a slave. You are a dog. I showed it yesterday, right? So the Africans are thinking the same way as the white man. You're a slave. You're a dog. You're an akata. You're uncivilized. You're a lost animal. An animal. If you pull up the word akata, they say that it means cotton picker and it means a lost cat. But that Nigerian woman called us dogs. So she called us not even a human being. They see us as animals. Animals. So on HOK, when they're saying, oh, look, we don't want to join the human family. I'm like, okay, so y'all want to be what the world thinks of you as an animal. Lazy, stupid, shiftless, and worthless. To be worked and made money off of. Right? I hope y'all not going to go listen to Chris Harris foolishness talking about Nepal on the Shabbat. Like, for those of you who keep the night Shabbat. Right? Chris is in the minor leagues. He's getting beat up by Christians. Why would you even listen to this dumb? He clearly has no information. He's just like the I'm not saying everybody, but the dumb-dumbs of low IQ that were listening and getting offended when I wasn't calling them animals. They were calling themselves animals. They were saying they don't want to be recognized as a human being. They like being looked upon as animals and looked upon as lazy and stupid. Then he started getting these emotional dudes. Oh, Judah, man, why you making yourself out to be better than us? Who said that I'm better than y'all? I didn't say that. They feel like that. Man, this dude, he's better than us. He's over here talking about blah, 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 blah. I didn't say that. They're the ones that said, throw away the books. Let's start over. All right. You know what that means? Start over means start over, Devion. No more English. No more American clothing, no more Nikes, no more Gators, no more Nautica, no more Timberlands, no cigarettes, no weed, no liquor, no English, no going to school, no American clothing, no hats, no fitted cats, no
U.S. dollar, no none of that.
no US dollar, no Africa, because you can't go there because they're you're starting over. They're Muslims and Africans or Muslims and Christians over there. So you're starting over, so you can't use these books. So you can't go to Africa because they're over there reading the Bible and the Quran. So you got to find some piece of land where nobody lives. Remember, we're starting over, so there ain't no cooking, no pancakes, no pizza, nope. We're starting over. No English, so you can't talk to each other in English because we're starting over. So we got to make up our own language, right? Since everything is man-made, when man can barely make anything. We're starting over. Oh, Judah, man. He said, I'm back. I was over there on JJ channel. Oh, okay. I'm just saying, it's a Shabbat. I'm just saying, like, hey, right? We're starting over. So all that got to go. No high school, no elementary school, no preschool. Remember, you can't speak English. Get right. No reparations. Don't get a driver's license. Nope, all that. It's got to let it go. It's all got to go. Guess what would happen to us, Devion, if we did that?
We would build anything.
But I mean, how long do you think it would take for us to die out?
A week.
A week. We've been in slavery for maybe less than a week. Because think about it. All we know, aside from us Israelites, we have our own culture. But if we're saying, all right, we're leaving everything behind, you got to get out of America. You go to some other country and you're leaving everything behind, we're going to starve to death because we've been in America for over 400, 500 years. All we know is to be ruled over by the white man and wherever else we've been ruled over. If we get out of there without God's help, we're going to starve to death. First off, remember, we're starting over. So what law are we going to have to keep men from raping kids and raping women? What law are we going to have?
Well, one, ain't going to read nothing. So, I mean, they're going to be debates. I mean, they want to be animals. Like, I mean, and they're going to act like animals.
Well, we can't read. So if we can't read, because remember, we're getting rid of books and stuff. How are you going to tell somebody who wants to grape a baby that it's wrong?
Well, I mean, if they can't read no English, then I mean, what language they gonna be speaking?
I mean, like, even if they, well, I mean, if we're gonna make up our own language, but I mean, what I'm saying is, if we're getting rid of books and laws and of morality and right? Because remember, we can't use the American law because we're getting away everything. We can't use the Torah and we can't use the Quran because right, it's telling us right from wrong. So we're starting over. Right? Like they said, start over. People, when Sandra said that, they were like, facts. And I'm just asking you, hypothetically, we get rid of everything. Now we have no rules, no laws, no nothing. We're starting over. We're not even speaking English anymore. We're getting rid of everything. Say there's a little girl that's like 5 years old and a man he's like in his 40s and he wants to have relations with her. How do we tell him this is wrong?
I mean, if there's no laws, then I mean, that nigga gonna do what he gonna do.
Right, you can't. You have to let him. You can't tell him. No, Marquise, listen. We can't. No, listen. Hypothetically, listen to what we're saying. On the HOK, they said we need to get rid of the Bible and the Quran. And I was like, well, if that's the case, we got to get rid of the white man's books too. Everybody got quiet. Now I'm saying, hypothetically, we get rid of the Bible, the Quran, the white man's books, blah, 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 so on and so on. We have to get out of America. We can't go to Africa because they're reading books over there and they're reading the Quran over there and they wherever. So we can't go there. We have to go to some place where there's nobody living. We have no laws, no code, no nothing. We're starting over. Somebody wants to grape kids. How do you tell him that is wrong? Because now we done got rid of books that says you can't do. So how do you tell somebody that raping babies is wrong?
I mean, you can't. There's nothing to base it off of if you throw everything away.
Right.
I mean, what? There's nothing to base it off of.
Right.
It's just gonna be dysfunctional.
Very dysfunctional. What if a group of people say, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to start killing everybody, killing whoever we want to kill. How do we tell them this wrong? Because they're going to say, well, where does it say that it's wrong? Because we don't have no more books. And we don't have a legal code because we're all out starting over. We're going to do whatever is right in our own eyes. How do we tell somebody that killing is wrong when we don't have a legal code?
You can't. Again, it's going to be dysfunctional. If they want to go around killing people, I mean, they might try to kill you.
Yeah. You can't tell them it's wrong. Hey man, you can't. Hey man, you can't rape babies. Well, why can't I? Because it's wrong. Well, where does it say it's wrong? We're not reading books, remember? Oh, I guess you're right. Hey man, you can't kill that old lady. Why not? Because it's wrong. Well, where does it say it's wrong? Well, what if I feel that killing old people is right? Not me. I'm saying, hypothetically, we're a lawless people that's starting over. A person wants to unalive old people. How do you tell him that it's wrong? Because now you're no longer reading books. You're not dealing with a legal code. You're not dealing with morality. You're not dealing with spirituality. You're living a beast life. How do you tell somebody that raping and killing is wrong? Because now we don't have books in our legal code.
And you can't. It's gonna be all out chaos.
Thank you.
Everybody gonna go off their own understanding and what their own heart's desires.
Yeah. Without the white man who's been ruling us for over 500 years, we go out all of a sudden out. Remember, now we don't abandon God. We don't abandon any spirituality. Now we're just living like animals, right? With no legal code, no reading, no writing, no arithmetic, no education, no intellect. We're just, every man does what's right in his own eyes.
Right.
Now, how are we going to survive more than a month without food and water? Our people don't know how to plant.
You die quick.
We're gonna die off, man. Right? We're gonna die. All we know is to be we are captive under these people, and we learn their way of life. Now, if we're getting rid of everything, we just starting over. We're getting rid of God. We're getting rid of this. We're getting rid of that, or whatever. We're gonna die in less than a week, all of us, because our people don't know how to plant and grow nothing. And if you do plant and grow something, and Pookie and the gangbangers, right? Or remember, whatever you want to call them, at that point it becomes might becomes right, if you know what I mean. Whoever the strongest is going to take over the weaker. Now, how are you going to tell the stronger not to do what they're doing to the weaker? Because we don't read books. There's no legal code. There's no moral code. Just whoever has the most spears, rocks, and knives, or guns, or whatever, wins. And you can't tell them they're wrong because where does it say it's wrong? We're not reading and writing.
Right. So if that were to happen, they would probably die of starvation, die of thirst, kill each other, all types of madness.
Right? And remember, there's no law that says thou should not kill. It's okay to kill.
Right. So,
right. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying it's like, well, so when these dudes are talking about we don't need no books and we don't need this is basically what I was saying with the reparations thing. Yeah, we can get reparations, but what are people gonna do with it? I mean, yeah, if our people got reparations, they're gonna do whatever, but they're not gonna do anything to stimulate their mind. I guarantee you, a lot of our people would not buy books.
Right?
They're gonna buy the PS5 and Madden and NCAA.
Yep. Of course. Listen, the black dollar doesn't even circulate. Blacks get money, but we don't have nothing.
Because we give it right back.
Give it right back. You already know. And I remember when something that was like, Devion, you can't say that. Really? Well, where's the black infrastructure right now? Where are all the millionaires and billionaires at? Where's the infrastructure for black Americans? Oh, wait. Where? That's ran by and owned and controlled by us. Where is it?
Right. And the thing is, he was saying you can't say we don't. I never said we didn't deserve reparations. I said, what is reparations going to do if our people's mind is not right?
Right? They're going to be like, what's his name? Julio, Young and Ace. You know, y'all know they had money. What were they doing? Shooting at each other, making fun of the dead, doing all that. Why? Your mind ain't right.
Right. King Von, Juice WRLD. He died of a drug overdose.
See? They had money. They're traveling the world. There's thousands of people who were in the stadiums watching these guys perform. They had money, but their mind wasn't right. Where are they at now? Dead or in jail. So Young Thug, he was a millionaire. What's he in trial for?
RICO charges.
RICO charges. What, if his mind was right, would he be in that situation? He had the money to go live a normal life and take care of his kids and do it. No. What was he doing? The same stuff he was doing when he was broke. Why? Because he had the same mentality, the same low IQ, the same ghetto mind state. It is a scripture that says, a fool and his money are soon departed. As I said, King Von was something different, a pure sociopath. He ain't the only one. All the niggas are. N-words are. All N-words out there rapping about somebody getting killed and making fun of them and going to their grave, talking about whatever, and urinating on their grave and is a sociopath, because we never was like that. They don't do that to the white man. They only do it to their own people.
Yep,
but this is what happens when you're lawless.
Hey, Judah, can you pull up Jeremiah 9 verse 11?
Yes. Right. I wanted to, we're supposed to have these debates, right? We want Jeremiah. Okay, Jeremiah 9.
Yeah, Jeremiah 9 verse 11. You can start verse 12 actually.
Okay. I would love to get a debate against somebody, and with this same topic, we give away we put away everything and start over. You say 7?
Jeremiah 9 verse 12.
Oh wait, am I the right one? Wait, Jeremiah 9 verse 12. Okay.
Yeah. It says, and Yahweh said, it is because they have forsaken my Torah, which I said before them, and have not hearkened to my voice, nor walked by it. But they have followed the view of their own heart, and after the Baalim, which their fathers taught them to worship. Therefore, says I said, Yahweh of hosts, the God of Yashael, behold, I will feed them. My bad. I will feed them, this people, with wormwood, and I will give them poisonous water to drink. Right? And you see this word, wormwood. If you go over to the language, is la'ana.
Where is that? Where? Not sure.
Ana also means like
is this it right here? Ana?
Yeah. It says Hazah, which is this la'ana. La'ana also means, well, it comes from la'an, which means like wormwood. I was gonna pull it up in the analytical too. And ana means like I was thinking like an affliction or like a distress.
Yes. Yep.
But
affliction and oppression.
If I share my con, it's another word too. I think it's Shagagawan or something like that. Scroll up just a little bit.
Okay.
Hold on, what word is that? This should be verse. Verse 12.
Verse 12? Oh, let me see. Okay. Wait. Azabam etharati eshanatati lafini yaham wale shamo a ba kwale wale halakha.
My bad. My bad. It's verse 13. It's Sharara Wath. Sharara Wath.
Oh, Sharawath, right here.
Yeah, that's what it says. To follow the vision of their heart. Sharara Wath also means enemy, but it means like their imagination.
They followed the imaginations of their heart, of their minds, like pure Bozoville. Right, not mentally sound, like come on, man, yo, man, the Torah's talking about us, man, come on, man, this is bugged out.
Fact.
But they followed the view of their own heart.
Yep. And in verse 14, it said, I will feed these people wormwood and give them poisonous water to drink. The word la'ana, I just want to pull up what that word is.
Okay, you want to share screen or you want to just read it, or what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I was gonna share my screen.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna share my screen real quick.
All right.
Can you see it?
Yep. Oh wait.
This is la'an, which comes from la'ana, which means wormwood or distress, but it also means to reject, to detest, or to curse. To curse. It said, right? We in the land of our captivity, learning what the white man taught us.
Yep. And they hate us, even though we did all this or whatever. They still hate us.
Right.
Look at it. It says la'an, rejected, detested, to curse.
Right.
Not blessed.
Wormwood or distress.
Wormwood. Who's doing that? The enemy. When we was in Africa, they was doing it. In America, they doing it. Like, there's no way, there's no getting around it. That's what I was saying. If you think about what we're saying, right? Without the Most High, we would die. Without Yahweh, we would die out. If we all would, quote unquote, was to quote unquote go free and go somewhere, wherever, we would die in starvation within like less than a week. All kind of people are going to get offed. Women going to be getting raped. Babies going to be getting raped. Every man going to do what he feels in his heart, and whoever the weak going to get preyed on, and the strong. This is what happened. Go look at the book of Eli. Yeah, Carnegie was ruling over everybody. Why? Because he had the guns.
Yep.
He set the law. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. Women were getting raped. Remember the travelers in the book of Eli? The motorcycle gang would just roll up and just shoot and kill whoever they wanted and rape the woman.
Right.
And kill them. That's what happens when you don't have law and order. And you got people talking about some throwaway, the Bible, blah, blah, blah. What are you talking about? Like.
And then look. My bad.
No, go ahead.
And I was, even though they was white folks, but it was like they was looking for books, and they really didn't even know what they were looking for.
Right.
They were just looking for books, and nobody was reading.
Right.
They would just take a bag of books back to wherever. Nobody was thinking about reading them books.
Nope. And look what they were doing. Graping. The main Mila Kunis, the girl who's with Denzel, who walking with Denzel, what? She almost got raped by robbers who was eating people.
Yep.
On the highway.
Yep.
No law, no order, no nothing. Everyone did what they wanted to do, and there's nobody to stop them. That's what happens when you don't have the Torah. You do, right? So people like throw away the Bible and throw away the Quran. Like, I'm not Muslim, but throw away the Bible. Really? It's gonna be all sorts of and people we just gonna starve out, die. It's gonna be utter chaos. Thank you, Ascent. We'll turn to a barbarous, uncivilized, animalistic people.
That's facts. Because remember, I mean, one of the curses was too. It was like right? And like you won't profit from anything that you do. You will be the tail, not the head. And then also it said, you will eat your sons and your daughters, right? Like, come on, man. That's because our people forgot the Torah. Those were the curses.
Yes.
So they were just going off what they felt of their own heart's desires.
Yes.
Like that's it. Oh man.
No, I mean, like Aston said, she said, it leads to an anarchist and dystopic society.
Right.
It would be total chaos. Who is to say, yo, right? Imagine with 13%. Imagine millions. Let's just use blacks and let's just use black so-called black people, so-called Negroes. We get out of America, we go into some whatever. There's no law, no order. Who is going to protect? How do you get order with millions of people? Who's to stop the women from getting violated? Who's to stop the children from getting violated? Who's to stop the unceasing murder, unjust murder and killing, the stealing? Who? What if someone knows how to hunt, right? And they know how to like plant. The people who are stronger are going to do what? Take over.
Right.
Do you remember in the book of Eli, they had to ration out water.
Yeah, and they had to hide a spring away from the people.
See?
And it was like, remember in the book of Eli, it was like, they knew nothing but like killing and whatever. Remember at the end when they was tearing up the bar?
Yeah, they started going crazy.
Yeah, and that white dude was just sitting down and all he did was load up a shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah, then he didn't know what, he know nothing.
See? But that's what happens when there's no law, when there's no order. Like when you're just doing whatever, like you can't tell somebody what's wrong if there's no law or no order. You can't tell somebody not to rape, steal, kill, and murder. You can't tell, like you turn to an animalistic, low level people who don't read. Then you know what comes with that: deviance, murder, and we would starve to death. We don't know how to plant. We don't know how to share. You can't unify because you can't unify under quote unquote blackness because we're not black. When you're hungry, don't nobody care about nothing. Anybody gonna be thinking about brother, we need to unite when their stomach is growling? They're gonna take what you got if they talk strong enough to take it. But our people don't think about these things. That's why I said, I was like, yo, the Torah is telling you, yo, you have your own thing, cultivate it. I'm gonna give you your own garden. You gotta take care of it. You're gonna have to pull the weeds out. You're gonna have to plant this, sow that, harvest this, gather that, distribute this, make sure your brothers and sisters not. This is what the Torah tells you. The Torah tells you literally, you are not to stand aside and watch your people become impoverished. In other words, right? If our brothers and sisters are hungry, we're supposed to make sure they eat. But if we throw away the Torah, throw away the book, then it's like, yo, you're not my concern. I'm only worried about myself.
Right.
I gotta eat. Forget what you're talking about. And who are you to tell me I'm not allowed to kill you and take your food? Because we're not reading books. And you can't tell me that this is what's right and this is what's right in my own eyes. There is no legal code. You can't tell me what to do. And you can't tell him what to do. And you can't tell her what to do. And you can't tell this person what to do because we don't have a legal code because we don't read no more. We're animals. We're uncivilized. Am I right? Am I right?
No, it's true. With
Yeah.
the mental capacity of a beetle.
See? I remember Brother Polite. We don't need no God. Now he in the booty house. He didn't know God, but he had his hands in that girl's mouth doing that crazy, right? But that's what you do when you're an uncivilized cave beast. You do what's right in your own eyes. Now, what if there was no law to put him in prison? He'd be raping all sorts of kids, like his teacher Malachi Z0R, giving kids herpes in their behinds and mouth. But again, what does he teach? Put away the Bible, put away the Quran. That's what Malachi Z teaches. Don't follow that, follow what I teach.
Mm-hmm.
And look what he's doing.
In the booty
So what these the booty, right? 135 years. That means if he die and come back, he still got to go to jail.
That's facts.
Marquis said, ancestors write laws for future. Thank you. It's a sense of order, law and order. Hey, look, man, here, Most High sent Moses set up a judicial system for us. We had a judicial system before we even had a land. We had judges.
And another thing too, when that sister came on, and then but Quash was trying to respond to what she said, and he was saying, show me something in the ancient times that we have that is still applicable today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, the Torah, the temple. He said something of the spirit.
Yeah.
The temple.
Right.
Your mind and your spirit.
Yes.
He's been on here plenty of times and he still don't understand that.
Well, he's Christ out, but but he knows that the Torah is the guideline. It's a judicial system. You set up good God-fearing people who ain't gonna take a bribe, who are gonna execute righteousness. So there ain't no stealing, ain't no graping, ain't no frauding, ain't no this, ain't no that, and they maintain order. Then we got a king later on, and who would abide by the Torah, right? We had priests who administered the Torah, so that we had laws. Why? Because if every man did what they want to do, it would be complete chaos. There's no way to get around that. But we get people saying, we don't need the Bible. Yes, we do need the Bible because, all right? Look what they're doing now. Okay, go ahead, man.
I was like, look how many captivities we went into in Judges. It said we did whatever. We didn't have no guidance. We said we did whatever.
See?
We were just going off our own understanding.
See?
And we kept getting in captivity after captivity after captivity.
Over and over again. And our people love being slaves. Love it. And they got offended when I told them, I'm like, so why do you think if you don't want to be a human being, why do you deserve freedom? Why would they give money to an animal? You're saying you're not a human being. You're saying you're not a part of the human family. And the other people are saying that we're not humans. I didn't say that we're not. I'm saying if you're saying you don't want to be a part of the human family, that you're not a human being, and you prefer to be a slave, then you are property. Why do you deserve freedom? You need to be like a hamster and be in a cage. Oh man, this is the most racist white, but they weren't thinking about the foolishness that they were saying. Like, you're literally saying you don't deserve freedom. Why do you deserve freedom to do what? The world hates you. That's why you are a slave. They don't respect you.
Thanks.
The African lady told you. She called you a dog and said, all of you. She said, you're a Negro. You're a dog. You're a slave. You know what that went in the Negro's ear? It went in one ear and right out the other. Why? Low IQ. Reasoning. A person with an average IQ would one and be like, wait a minute. Okay, yeah. She's quote unquote melanated. Okay. She's clearly teaching hate towards our people. Okay, it's like, okay, that's one. Now, plus one. Why would I be loving? Okay. But low IQ would be they're insulting you, calling you an animal, and you talking about we need to unify and be with these people. When they hate you, when they're clearly telling you, we don't want to be around you. We don't want you in our country.
At all.
We don't want you marrying our daughters. We don't want you marrying our sons. We don't want to be around you. You are shiftless and lazy and stupid. We don't want to be around you. But we love you, Africans. We love you. But we don't love you, Akata. It's sad, man. I wish y'all need to go back and watch how everybody's just like my wife is rolling. She's like, but you are really triggering them. I was like, that's what I came here to do. Make you think.
They was heated.
Yeah, because they're not used to it. They're used to that old soft Chris Harris. Well, you know, family. But when a strong black man, so-called black man, talks with authority, and did you hear the one dude, Brother Law? Who are you to talk to us like you're an authority?
Yeah, I heard that. Bugging out.
Right? The smartest people always lead. You don't put dumb-dumbs to lead nothing. And am I talking, you know, he's like all emotional, and that's why Baquash is like, yeah, you're proving Judah right. You're all emotional. I'm like, I told him, I'm not here to bow down to you. To say, my name is not Jabari. I'm not going to create no cult. I'm not here to lie to you, make it sound good to you, and make you feel good. No, I'm going to tell you the straight truth. We're losing. And you can be comfortable with losing. I'm not. I moved to another country. I see everybody here. East Indians, Africans, other Asians, white people. Guess what they're doing? Winning. They're like, you know, then our people are doing what? Now, they're doing okay here, but there's no cohesion or unity even here in Japan amongst our people. With some brothers and sisters, but the average brother and sister here in Japan, you give them a nod, they turn their head. Why? They want to be the only Negro in Japan. You know?
But we everywhere.
And we're everywhere. Oh, no doubt, product. Yeah, I forgot to pray for Apostle. I definitely wrote product.
What happened to Apostle?
Apostle's sister's on life support, and he needs to go see her.
Oh snap!
And he don't have the funds enough to really go see her right now. And I went to bed like really, really early, and you know, forgot to include the brother in my prayers. Marquis said, "I can see if they would just enslaved us on the land, but they kicked you off the land and sold you for a whole other ethnic group." Yeah. And we're like, I love these people. What? That's low IQ. And over here, like literally saying that I'm not making any sense. That me and Baquash sound crazy and we're pseudo. I'm like, y'all been brainwashed with this old small hat Marxist atheist that it made you into a mindless animal. You can't even like cogitate right. Like 1 and 1 is like 5 to these. I'm like, bruh. Like you're literally calling yourself a slave, an animal. And they said that I said that. I'm like, no, you said that. What? Product said.
They was in the. Oh, my bad.
No, wait.
They was in the chat. They was in the chat like, so y'all just gonna let that slide? He just called us animals.
And they didn't. That goes to show again. Remember the criteria for IQ?
Yep.
I didn't say that. They said that. I'm like reinforcing what they said, and they got offended. I'm like, whoa. You're literally saying you don't want to be a human being. That would make you an animal.
Right.
You don't know nothing else but what the white man taught you. You don't have no culture. The Israelites, we have a culture. If the Israelites, yeah, we are divided into certain things, but we all know one thing: we're all Israelites. We're saying we're a nation of people. We know we have to keep the commandments, whatever. And the most pushback we get is from our own people. You can't even get reparations because you don't have a national identity. They're not going to give reparations to black, to a color.
That's facts.
But people just don't want to, you know? Go ahead, brother.
No, I mean, like, yo, we don't even have a seat at the United Nations, bro. We don't even have a flag. We don't.
Right?
Other nations come to America because they give them opportunities and grants for school and to get jobs and stuff. Our people don't have that choice.
Thank you. And that's how you know the Torah is correct, because it's not fitting the hats. Okay, they got yeshivas, this, that, and the other, so forth and so on. Okay, we have nothing.
They got their own stuff, and they don't keep the Torah. They put the Talmud over the Torah and their own
Thank you.
rabbinical writings. They don't.
Thank you.
Now, I'm not saying all of them, but for the most part, all, you know what I'm saying, they don't adhere to the Torah. They adhere to the Talmud.
Right? Yo, where's that one? There's a one Jeremiah where it says, I'll make your foreheads. Wait. I think it's Jeremiah with 1:18.
You said what it say?
I think it's Jeremiah 1:18. Watch this. Tribulation said, I've been observing these YouTube streets. A lot of N words don't have no. It's a fact. Wait, who's Prada talking? Prada, who are you talking about? Prada said, come on, trying to hit facts. You know, sacrifice. You already know. She worked for the. You already know what it is. You know. Wait, Prada, who are you talking about? I don't know her. Who?
Yeah, I'm confused. I don't know.
Yeah, who are you talking about?
All you care about is sex, I guess is what he meant.
What? You talking about all you care about is I don't know who you're talking about, brother. Wait, her cat. You didn't tribulation. You didn't tell us who you're talking about.
And then he said, "I don't know her. I don't even know. I don't know what
Yeah, I'm confused. Watch this, Jeremiah 1. Watch this. This is what the Most High is doing, and they're trying to fight against them, and they're going to keep getting beat up intellectually, and then when he gets tired of their foolishness, he get cursed. And we're already cursed. Most I was like, what more can I do to you? Like, man, you already put you on the bottom and made everybody hate you. You're just still over here being a clown. Watch this. Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 17. And you shall gird your loins, means be a man, and arise and speak to them all that I command you. Be not dismayed by them, lest I break you before them. In other words, whatever Negroes say to you, do not pay any attention. Keep being hard on them. Why? Verse 18. And I, the Most High, Yahweh, behold, I have made you today into a fortified city, and into an iron pillar, and into copper walls against. Huh? What?
You got cut out.
Oh.
No, I said you got cut out.
My bad. Look. Jeremiah 1, verse 17. And you shall gird your loins and arise and speak to them all that I command you. Be not dismayed by them, lest I break you before them. In other words, don't be scared of our wicked people. Tell them the truth. No matter how much they cry, how much they whine, how much they get in their emotions, it don't matter. Watch this verse. Lest I break you before them. You break down and try to like placate yourself to them and make them feel good. Most High gonna strike. He gonna get you. Me, I'd rather listen to these guys whine and cry and get emotional than get jacked up by the Most High. Right? Verse 18. And I, behold, I have made you today as a fortified city. He's talking about one person. And into an iron pillar. And into copper walls against the entire land. Against the kings of Judah. Against his princes. Against his priests. And against the people of the land. And they shall fight against you, but they shall not prevail against you. For I am with you, says Yahweh, to save you. So there's nothing our hard-headed people are going to do. Right? They can get mad. They can pout, shout, cry, scream. All of that. It's not going to work. I told them, I'm not here to get a cult. And I'm not here to tickle your ears. I'm not here to lie to you. I'm not here to make you feel good. I'm here to provoke you into righteousness, to make you think. It don't matter what you say. You're not going to beat me in the ring anyways. There's nothing you can say or do. You can't do anything. Nothing you can do. Watch this. Jeremiah 6, verse 26. O daughter of my people, gird yourself with sackcloth and roll in ashes. Make yourself a mourning as for an only child, a bitter lamentation for something. But keep going. Verse 27. I have made you the strong one and the fortress of my people, and you shall know and test their way. Right? Remember, I wasn't on HOK. I'm on there now. Go watch on Coliseum. Watch all the people all triggered by me. That's the Most High Yahweh doing that. He made me a strong one and a fortress. And no matter, and I call them all out. Please, like Elijah said, please go put up your Kemetic science up against the Torah and see what's more beneficial to our people. It's not going to happen. Put up your fake Pan-Africanism, small hat created Pan-Africanism. Put that up against the Torah and see if that's better for our people. It's not going to happen. There's nothing you can do. Even throw away the Bible, put that up and see what you're gonna replace it with, and you're gonna get sexual deviance, murder, starvation, stupidity, illiteracy, dystopia, misery. That's what you're gonna get. Watch this, verse 28. Remember, test their way. They are extremely perverse. Oh man, that book, man, get rid of that book. That's called being extremely perverse. You don't have nothing to replace the Torah with. Nothing. I'm going to take this young man who came from nothing. I'm going to give him knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And he's going to beat you all up. And there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Nothing you can do about it. The only thing you can do about it is pretty much like say, kick Judah off, blah, 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 blah. And then Mosiah is going to start making it evil. Why? I'm not saying I'm a prophet, but I am a teacher. And I know I know the Torah, and I know our people are wicked as hell. They into witchcraft, all types of crazy mess. Going tail-bearing like copper and iron, they are all destructive. The bellow is heated from the fire. The lead is consumed. In vain does the founder refine, and the wicked ones have not been separated. Refuse silver have men called them, for Yahweh has rejected them. No, wait. Refused silver have men called them. Debion, do not people call us N-words?
Yep.
Akata.
Yep.
Dogs.
Yep.
Animals.
Oh, of course.
Lazy.
They call it chattel slavery.
Chattel slavery. They call us lazy, stupid, violent.
All of the above.
That's that refuse silver have men called them. For Yahweh has the Most High turned his face from us. Now he has everybody hating us. And these Negroes talking about they're going to join up with these. No, you're not. You're not going to do anything. You're not going to. They hate you.
Right.
You know. Wait. You got any scriptures, Devion? Because I know it's getting late, bro. I know.
Yeah. Was it? If you could go to Ezekiel 2.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I was actually thinking about that. Ezekiel 2.
Yeah. Ezekiel 2, and then what was the other one? And then Samuel 15, verse 23.
Okay. All right. Wait. Let me get that ready. Samuel 2. Hold on. How can people say the Most High is not real? Look what's happening right before your eyes. Go watch that video. You're gonna be like, yo, like what? Yo, they are really triggered by Judah. Did you say 1 Samuel or what is it?
I think it's 1 Samuel 15.
Okay. Go watch it. You're gonna be like, yo, why is everyone talking to Judah? I'm like, yo, this is not my show. Why do y'all keep talking to me and asking me questions?
Verse 23.
Oh, brother, are you saying we need to? Do you have any other? This is 1 Samuel, chapter 12, verse 23. For rebellion is as the sin of divination, and stubbornness is as idolatry and teraphim. Since you have rejected the word of Yahweh, he has rejected you from being king.
He's talking about Saul, but
right. He's talking about Saul. We can also point that since you rejected me, I rejected you from being a leader over the world.
Right.
And put you on the bottom.
Exactly. And rebellion, if I'm not mistaken, the word there is mar or mara, which means to mare, which it means rebellion or rebelliousness. It also means like bitter or
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a people in a non-productive state. There's a nation of going backward.
Can you look at the word Qasam?
Yeah. Let me get in and look.
So why he's getting that? Look at the Most High saying. Right? Get rid of that book. Why? Because you like to steal? You committing adultery? You doing yag stuff? What's wrong? Why do you want the book gone so bad? Why? Because it tells you to be upright. It tells you to respect your people. It tells you to love your people and stop worshiping other people. It tells you to stop doing witchcraft and involved with demons on you. You're already cursed. You need demons on you? You need more demons on you? I mean, like, that's why the world hates us, because we're wicked, vile. Oh, man, you hate our people, man. Yeah, okay. Keep being wicked. But none of y'all get in the ring and won't debate. None of your foolishness, witchcraft, and your rebellion. You will not get in the ring, because I'm going to humiliate you with the power of the Most High, with the Torah. You got that, brother? Croissant?
Yeah, they definitely not gonna hop in the ring. But yeah, this croissant, to divine or like of a false prophet, or like divination or witchcraft. Divination. It says decision, certainty, reward of divination.
Divination. I'm going to pull up in English so we can see what meaning of divination. Meaning of divination.
It could also be like because remember he went to that witchcraft lady.
Yeah, the witch of Endor.
Yep.
The practice of seeking knowledge of the future or unknown by supernatural means. Fortune telling, divining, foretelling the future, forecasting the future. Here's more definitions. To try to predict. Divining. What's the simple meaning of divination in simple words? The art or practice that seeks to foresee or foretell future events or discover hidden knowledge, usually by the interpretation of omens or by the aid of supernatural powers. Don't they say the ancestors?
Yep. They
But it's
do.
not the ancestors. Oh, go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
No, I said I'm saying yeah, they do. I always say that the ancestors is that, the ancestors that. The ancestors ain't gonna do nothing.
They're dead. So who are these supernatural powers they're messing with?
Right.
Demons. Demons. Wait. I got one before. Huh?
No, I was gonna read one too.
Okay.
Right. It said divination, but I mean Isaiah 44 says Yahweh abrogates the omens of the stargazers. But it says Isaiah 44 says, "Thus said Yahweh, your Redeemer, the one who formed you from the womb. I am Yahweh, who has made everything, who spread out the heavens by myself and firmed the earth on my own accord, who abrogates the omens of the stargazers and make fools of the astrologers, who make wise men retreat in their knowledge foolish."
Wait, what verse is that again?
It's Isaiah 44, verse 24.
All right. Look at this. So says Yahweh, your Redeemer, and the one who formed you from the womb. I am Yahweh, who makes everything, who stretched forth the heavens alone, who spread out the earth for my power, who frustrates the science of impostors, and diviners he makes mad. He turns the wise backwards and makes their knowledge foolish. Right? Debbie had a different translation.
Oh, yeah, that's the same one. Yeah, it was just worded a little different.
Right? Makes their knowledge foolish. They don't have no knowledge. They don't have no wisdom. Practicing witchcraft and all that foolishness, they don't have anything. They can't do anything against the keepers of the Torah. Nothing. And it's only very few of us. Oh man, are you saying for us to get better, we got to keep the Torah? What you clearly see me, right? If I come from nothing and you see what I'm doing right now, and I didn't learn from the white man, I learned from the Most High. Imagine there were like, you see me and Devion, what do people say? Devion's a bright brother. He's not even 30 years old. Look how wise he is. Did the white man teach you, Devion?
No, I studied. I picked up the Torah. Well, yeah. Well, it says Yahweh secured the eternal Torah for the upright.
For the what?
For the upright.
What does upright mean?
Those who have integrity and the means to be noble.
All right. For the upright. For you wicked, you got you know what it is. There's an actual verse that says but they follow the ways of the people of the East. You know what I'm talking about? It's a witchcraft.
Oh yeah, I do know what you're talking about.
I think it's in Ezekiel.
Let me check it real quick.
Oh, I got one. Wait. I know it's getting late, y'all. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Ezekiel 8. Watch this, y'all. Watch. Remember, our people love Satan. So now you really can't say Esau's the devil. You got to say Israelites are the devil. But I ain't no Israelite, man. I'm a Negro. Well, the Negro is the devil. Okay? He's a creation of the white man. He's the devil.
That's Isaiah 2.
Okay. I thought I was just there. I thought I didn't see it, though. Hold on. Watch this,
verse
y'all.
6. Verse 6.
Okay. I'll go back there. Watch this. This is Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 5. Then he said to me, now lift your eyes northward. And I lifted my eyes northward, and behold, from the north of the gate of the altar was this image of jealousy at the entrance, right? Image of jealousy is what? Baal, whatever silly idols and foolishness, whether it be the so-called white man or whoever they are, people worship, right? The Most High is like, no, you should not make any carved images, whether it be in the form of a man, an animal, the sun, the moon, the stars, none of that. You can't worship none of that. Verse 6, do you see me? Do you see what they are doing? This great abomination that the house of Israel is doing here to cause me to distance myself from them. I'm sorry, from upon my sanctuary. And you will yet return and see greater abomination. Watch this. He told him to dig through the wall. Watch this. He says, verse 11. And 70 men of the elders of the house of Israel and Jazaniah, the son of Shaphan, was standing among them, standing before them, each man with a censer in his hand, and a thick cloud of incense was ascending. And he said to me, have you seen, son of man, what the elders of the house of Israel are doing in darkness? Each one in his paved chambers, for they say, Yahweh does not see us. Yahweh has left the earth. He said, you will see greater abominations than these. Wait, I want to skip down. Hold on. Verse 16 is what I'm looking for. And he brought me to the inner court of the house of Yahweh. And behold, at the entrance of the temple of Yahweh, between the porch and the altar, about 25 men. Their backs to the temple of the Lord, and their faces toward the east. And they were prostrating themselves eastward toward the sun.
Yep.
No, wait a minute. I don't know how to get. Let me watch this. Let me see if I can get. Remember 25, right? 666 squared. Debbie, what number is that? Am I sharing? Wait. Oh yeah, I'm sharing. 25 men worshiping the sun.
666.
666. Watch this. Remember this? Remember how people love magic and witchcraft. Magical sun square.
Mm-hmm.
Our people love witchcraft. Huh. Oh, this is crazy. Can you read that, Devion?
Yep. The magic sun square of the sun is closely associated with Jesus Christ, the Son of God. If you add all 36 squares together, you get a total sum of 666.
What? It's closely associated with who?
With Jesus Christ, the Son of God.
What's the number again?
Son of the Son. 666.
666. Let's get a image of the magical sun square. Is this one? Wait, hold on. Boop. You see that? Devin, what's the highest number in this magical sun square?
36.
36. 666. That's our people. 6 up on the top, 6 horizontal 6, vertical 6. 36. Read it again. And he brought me to the inner court of the temple of the house of Yahweh, and behold, at the entrance of the temple of Yahweh, between the porch and the altar, about 25 men, their backs to the temple of Yahweh and their faces toward the east, and they were prostrating themselves eastward to the sun. 666. There's no getting around it.
Yeah, not at all.
I mean, like, how do you get? Wait, I'll just put magic sun square at 666. We already saw that. Let's open this up. Magic sun square. People like magic and witchcraft? No problem. You see your magic sun square. What does that say? 666. 111 111 111 111 111 111. 6 horizontal, 6 vertical. 1 through 36, 111. You get 666. But that's our people loving the devil.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, hey, that's what it is.
If somebody said, "Yo, the so-called black man's the devil," what are you gonna say? No, he ain't. Oh, let me get that Isaiah 2 real quick.
Yeah, Isaiah 2 verse 6.
Oh, Annabelle, that's the elite's hand of play. Wait, okay. No, Table of Kings, brother. Anyone? Wait, did I see you say that I'm gay because I have a nose ring from high school? I could have swore I saw you saying that wasn't you. I'm sorry. That was no, that was you that said that. Because I have a nose ring since high school. I'm gay.
Man, I used to have a nose ring, but it came out, and I was like, bro, I'm not getting it put back in because it came out twice, and I was like, and the first time I got it put back in, it hurt like I don't know what, and I was like, nah, I'm good.
Well, the girls love my nose ring. I used to have the little hoop. I don't even wear it. Yeah, I'm like, it never closed up.
That's why I got mine. The girl I was with at the time, she was like, "You look good with it," so I kept it. And then it was like right after I got it done, it kept coming out, and I was like, I can't do this no more because they had to like go back in and punch the hole. I was like, and it hurt too bad.
I did mine myself, but yeah, I know what you mean. But mine never closed up. Watch this. Ezekiel chapter 2. I'm sorry, Isaiah chapter 2, verse 6. For you have forsaken your people, the house of Jacob, for they are full of witchcraft from the east and soothsayers like the Philistines. David, who are the Philistines?
The Philistines? Hold on a second. Are they Egyptians?
Yep, Egyptians. For they are full of witchcraft from the east and the soothsayers like the Philistines. And with the children of Gentiles, they please themselves. What does that mean, Devion? With the children of Gentiles, they please themselves.
With the children of Gentiles, which means you look at it as they intermarry with nations that we should not mingle with, as far as the Canaanites, and take on their ideals.
Yep.
And their nation's gods.
Yep. That's pretty much it. At the end of the day, they right. It should be like Bonnie in a car. But Yelade, which means the children of the Nakarayim, the strangers,
foreigners.
Yeah, foreigners, right? Foreigners. Man, I ain't no Israelite, man. I'm a child of the universe. Man, I'm a sub-Saharan African. I'm an African. Where's your seat at in the United Nations, sir? Well, I'm a diasporan African. Well, you can go back home, sir. Whatever country you live, you're allowed to do that. If you're like Chinese, you can go back to China. You do know that. I'm Fulani. Okay, well, you can go back to Nigeria if your family is there. Nope. You ain't no Nigerian, just another lost nigga. Excuse my Aramaic.
Right. And then look, like we read earlier, the Fulani. It said that the Arab nations they didn't take those, or they didn't take African Muslims into slavery.
Yep.
So if you calling yourself a Fulani, you're not a. Like, come on, man. Bro, you can't be serious, bro.
Right? A non-Muslim Fulani. That's crazy, bro. Hold on a second, y'all. Yeah, we see the 666 in the Torah, and it ain't good. Any last words, bro? I know it's getting late. I'm it's like 3:30. I'm about to chill.
It's almost 1:30 in the morning. But I was gonna say too, like, even like the word sick has a positive and like negative connotation. If I'm mistaken, it's a shash. Right?
Yes.
And it also, I think shash also means like linen, which means like purity. And then you also get shashed, which means like a negative. It's like I can't remember exactly what it is, uh, but I know it has like a negative context, like annihilation, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's like annihilation. But I mean, there's like a positive and a negative. Yeah, but yeah, as far as our people being in witchcraft and sorcery, is running rampant amongst our people. Like, come on, man, dudes, like on the HOK, they're talking about we throw away everything. You know what I mean? But basically, like what we was pointing out, like if you throw away everything, well, what are you gonna have to govern the people? Everybody's gonna be doing what they do, which is why we went through so many captivities and judges. We're gonna go through the same thing if everybody just threw away. Like, come on, man, you can't be serious, bro. That you can't build a government off of just being a group of people with no foundation. He keeps saying, "What are we gonna call ourselves?" I mean, why can't we just be black or African American? Well, those are names that were given to us, or they're called bywords. So you gotta let that go too. Ain't nobody walking around calling us Israelites. It said Israel memory will cease from mankind, and in the land of our captivity, my bad. In the land of our captivity, we will remember ourselves or bethink ourselves. So come on, man. These dudes talking about get rid of everything and throw it. Man, come on, bro.
No, I hear you, W. I'm sorry.
Of course, my name.
Yeah, Chris Harris. How many?
213 people watching because that's what he needs to do. He's resorted to being a weirdo.
Yeah.
Like for me, this is funny because
it is. This is crazy. Chris has 213 people over here to listen to him talk about Nepal because he has no information.
That's wild.
Who thinks I'm in Nova Scotia?
That dude, Table of Kings, said, "How is Halifax, Nova Scotia?"
Well, hold on. Give me a second. Well, listen, y'all, I'm about to close out, you guys. I hope you guys have a peaceful Shabbat. It was a great lesson, Devion. I thought Jeremiah would be on here, but I'll be working though. But yeah, man, I'm not about to listen to Chris. Chris over here is mad because he's in the and he's doing that for that white woman, Angel Man food, y'all. So but it is what it is, man. All right, y'all, man. I'll praise to the Most High Y0UR. We'll catch you guys. Hopefully, I think I have to tell them to do tomorrow, but Debbie, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I hear you. I don't know if you can hear me. My mic might be low, but it's turned all the way up.
Oh, okay. All right, well, shalom, y'all. I'll talk to you in a little bit, okay?
All right, shalom. Y0UR.
Y0UR. Shabbat shalom, y'all.
Shabbat shalom.
All right, shalom, y'all.
Give rock, we cry out to you, Yahweh. Our King, we exalt you, Yahweh. Our healer, give thanks to you, Yahweh. You save our soul, we praise you, Yahweh. Sing to Yahweh, sing to Yahweh, cry out to Yahweh. For eternity you shall reign. So please take heed, O Israel. Fear him always, for Yahweh knows all. Please hear us, Yahweh. Save those who fear you.
Yes.